Good afternoon, everybody. Nicholas, hello. Viperwing, hello. What take? One of you guys is the guy that I keep forgetting the name of until you guys remind me because I'm a big old da-da-da. But welcome. Black Rose, if you're there too, welcome. Hi, everyone. Yeah, a little late on the stream start. Remember if you were watching the Zawa live stream, I said, man, I was really sleepy. And I was going to go take a nap. I was having a hard time, like, staying awake even on stream. I did not sleep well last night. I kind of got woken up rather abruptly this morning after only a few hours of sleep. I was in rough shape. Well, I overslept. I slept right through my alarm. I apologize. I'm here now. I'm alive. Holy cow, did I need some sleep. Whew. So anyway, Viperwing, hello, yes. Alright, so yeah, we're back on the homestead here, okay, back at the little house here. A couple of changes have happened since the last time I was here. One you may notice right now is I added gravel paths with little mossy spots in them. This is because the next update is going to allow grass to spread onto dirt, and it would have completely erased my paths. So these dirt paths right here are soil pathways, actually. I don't think they're going to get covered. So yeah, there's that. Also, the sunflowers aren't here anymore. The sunflowers are now in front of my house. Other than that, I think everything's basically the same from last time. So, yeah, you're asking, I really did. I really badly needed it, yes. Alright. So, now, I guess we'll just get on with this adventure. It's nighttime, I'm gonna sleep. Oh yeah, I also trapped, a cow and some sheep, and that sheep never seems to regrow his wool. I don't know why, that was definitely a bug. There's also another sheep over there. These haven't despawned yet, which I'm kind of amazed at. There was some kind of update, like, earlier in the week that prepped it for, like, the next big update, which is going to allow animal taming. And they might have fixed some stuff, because, like I said, these guys haven't despawned yet. I fully expected them to. But I did it anyway in preparation for this. But they're still here. There's also a cow down that way, too, that I might kind of wrangle up over here, too. But this cow, by the way, came from... way far that way. I chased it. Let's see if I can pull up the map here. Oh yeah, small little block art here too, you might notice. Let's see, I chased it from, I want to say it was like down here, all the way up to here. And the reason why is because I couldn't find a cow anywhere. And while chasing it over, I ran into a cow right here that spawned in. So that would have been a lot closer. It's still there, I believe, too. And then now there's also one right here. So there's cows everywhere. Oh, it's also raining and crappy. So let's go upstairs and take a nap. Like last time, there are super chat bounties in the description. I lowered the price a bit on filling Never's house with trash, but they're there. So just to let you guys know if you want to send me off on some crazy weird adventures. Yeah, I forgot to join the voice channel in the Discord for this on our Discord, so I don't think anyone knows I'm even streaming. It's just me on right now. So that's that. That's all we're doing today. Okay, but I really did want to get the stream in. It was important. That's the reason why I didn't just straight up cancel it, is because I need to expand this. Okay, so you see all the green glowy bits coming off of the crops? Aside from looking cool, this means that they are eternal crops. So if I pick one, it just replants itself right away, okay? All of these crops are eternal. Every single one of them. All of them, even pumpkins. Including the new ones that we had planted. The chilies and the tomatoes that were back behind there where we swapped them out with this. Now these ones aren't because you can't have eternal sunflower seeds, so... let's see, is Black Rose still in the lead? No. Trilobites, hello! And I was on earlier, no one was. I am now. I've oh, you're talking about on Hytale. Yeah, I'm on now. I was supposed to be on earlier. But I was snoozing. Oh, one other thing that I changed was this over here. Our wonderful farmer's house right here, which I absolutely love, by the way. I love how this turned out. I added something to this trapdoor. There's now a basement storage area for this thing, where I have like every crop imaginable being stashed down here now too, because I'm getting just lots and lots of them. I don't actually need to harvest them. I just can't stop myself. Like for example, right here I've got 320 greater essence of life, and that's not even counting the 100 that I have stashed for the for the doll that I'm planning on trying to make once I get everything collected. Here's the 100 eggs. Here's the 100 feathers. Here's the 100 poop, most importantly. There's my 8 buckets of milk and the Mosshorn milk also. So 800 apple or 100 apples. There's the 100 greater essence. So I'm collecting everything to make this plushie thing or whatever it is, the doll. The harvest trophy. Okay. But it requires a tier 8 workbench, which we're at tier 6. That's part of today. See, I just wanted to let you know, remember your video calmed Owen, my 3-month-old. My videos calm Owen, my 3-month-old, better than Hey Bear. Or they're probably their bear. So he's your youngest fan. Nice, awesome. I have a bit of a deep and soothing and very kind of monotone voice, but it works. So I guess that works for calming children too. Well, your children, mine not so much. But yeah, I'm working on getting this harvest trophy, but it requires some things. I got the bears, I got all this stuff like this. But then we get down here, I need 100 cotton and 100 rice and 100 onions and 100 potatoes. And then I actually think I'm just about at the fish too, because I got a bunch of those. I've been collecting the fish traps. And I have the moss back at the base. I have everything else. So we're very close to getting this. I just need to upgrade this trophy. Oh, hey bear, the dancing vegetable. Oh, okay. The fish traps also, in case you didn't notice, we're not in the pond over here. They've moved. I've now, see, I left this the way it is. Nice aesthetic pond. They've all moved down to the river. That's a future project too. Another future Grimer projects through that guy. This deer has been here the entire time too. Oh, there's the cow right over there. In fact, you know, while we're here, why not whip out our buckets and go, come here. Let's go get this guy. Hey, give me your milk. There you go. Fill up 6 buckets of milk. You could probably do more. That's just how many I carry on me at all times just to collect milk. Because cheese is a thing. And sometimes it's a pain to make because you need a cow for that. You need to get as much milk as possible from them. I could probably milk that one too, so I could probably double this up here. But with this cheese, look at this. I got a lot of cheese. All right, now here's the fun part. I recently condensed my inventory because I was getting a lot of meat, and I processed all my sunflowers into spices, and I made a whole bunch of Caesar salads. All right. I fall asleep to the Planet Crafter playlist. I've been told that I have a voice that is good to fall asleep to, which I totally am on board for. Set your player to like autoplay for the next video and just doze. Just pad those stats. Why don't you have your own cow? I do have my own cow now. I do now because they kept despawning. That's why I collected like 300 cheese without actually owning a cow. So let's go ahead and turn this all into cheese. But yeah, I do have my own cow now, but also I didn't have a place for it. So I have these pens just outside right now that are holding on to a couple sheep and a cow. And upstairs I have a ram barricaded in my house. So I need a barn. That's part of today, actually. I wouldn't mind building a barn. There's a few buildings. I want to talk about my grand plan for the homestead here. Right now we have the farmhouse and we have the actual house, the starter house that I'm living in. And these are great, and it's been a lot of fun, and I'm already at adamantite, so it doesn't really matter. It's not like any more, not in there anymore. I'll put them over here. It's not like I can progress anymore. But that's not really the point. Yeet, and yeet, scare the crap out of the cow. Oh, no, he didn't give me anything. I must have milked, well, no, I didn't milk him recently. I don't know. It made the milk looking thing, it just didn't give me any milk, so I think that might be what we call a unwanted feature in the game. So there, get a couple of this, and then this one never grows his wool back. I don't know why, but it's okay because I got like 100 and some wool. So all right, I've been on some kind of adventures also since the last stream too, on accident. I always go out to just find some one thing, and then I end up getting off on some crazy adventure. I explored some weird desert tomb thing. It was a little nuts. Suggestion, probably a barnyard. Barnyard is exactly what I'm going to be working on. Okay, so Bretton, hello, welcome to the stream. Sorry about it being horribly late. Yeah, I wildly overslept. But yeah, a barnyard is exactly what I'm working for. So the layout that I'm thinking of, okay, we got a farmhouse here, we got a starter house there, we got the chicken coop set up, and the chickens, they actually completely disappeared at one point in time. And it wasn't like they like were in the coop or nothing like that. It was the middle of the day. I have no idea where they went. So I went and caught like 5 more. It took a while. I came back, and they still weren't here. And I decided to keep the 5 cooped up or in boxes so they wouldn't despawn, so I could trim the feathers every once in a while to try to work on that trophy. And they suddenly reemerged. They were suddenly here, so ta-da, they're back. So they're staying in there. That's good. I also learned that these mushrooms spread, which I didn't know. So I planted a couple near the base of trees, but they kind of spread like right back here. You can see they're like right here. I put this one down, and voila, they're like all back here. I didn't put any of them down away from the trees. I put them by the trees. So these are all new ones. So that was new. I didn't realize that. All right, but the layout of what my vision for the homestead is here. So we got the barnyard, we got the starter house and chicken coop right here, and then over here, you get distracted. New shiny, exactly. I got back to it. This probably won't stay here. I just kind of threw it here just for funsies. There's a sheep over there still. But then over here in these 2 spots, I need to put a little depot for my train station, my little minecart rail that's right here. Right down here. Okay, I want to put a little depot kind of thing there. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just like a little outpost thing with a little awning or something. Nothing really fancy on that one. And then I also want to put a blacksmith in here, although that's just for looks, because in reality I don't really have any use for it. I make everything over here. Here, these things are already upgraded, so there's no real point to actually build a blacksmith. I just want to do it for funsies. And then I also probably somewhere over here want to put a barn for the animals. And then the last building I want to do is actually across the river. So if you look down here, right in between these trees, right in that opening right over there, right along that coast there, right where all the fish traps are, I want to put a fishing hut, like with a dock. So that's that, and then I think this place will be complete. So it's still going to be another stream or 2 before I get all of that built. Not to mention the fact that I could very easily get distracted by some shiny object and just wind up on some crazy adventure someplace. Seriously. Oh, we also have found all but 30 memories, and I'm not entirely sure they're even in the game yet. So, there's that. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure they're even in the game yet. So, I did finish this pathway going this way too, replacing all that over towards Drailer's place too. Again, don't mind the block art. So he can continue and connect it however he sees fit. But yeah, across the river here, right along this coast right here, I'm planning on doing a fishing hut. That's the plan anyway. And then, like I said, then I think this place will be a nice homestead, nice little village. And I think it'll look good. Now, I haven't come up with any kind of design for the barnyard. But I also didn't have any design for that thing when I built it too. I'm going to probably go with the same kind of style, except for instead of using the clay kind of background, like it almost looks like a... Oh, what's that called? Half timber kind of look. You know, instead of doing that, I think what I'm going to go with is just straight up hardwood design. Yeah, because that's like it looks like a barn. So yeah, that's the plan anyway. Not in there anymore. I put all the fish in here, and then the rest of this stuff can go elsewhere. I did have to go hunt down gravel again, or rubble, because the gravel I made took up a lot of stuff. So, all right. So first things first, though, before we get working on any building those, I need to get a spot for the cotton and rice fields. I need to get those growing because I need those to upgrade this. That's what I'm waiting on. This is bottle tree of dry logs. I need 50 of them. Do I even have that? Because it might be another adventure to go try to find that. Oh, dry wood right here. Oh, I have barely enough. But I have enough. Bottle tree right here. Now, I don't know what bottle tree logs are even used for. I find them in desert chests sometimes. And they just make dry wood. So dry wood does the same thing too. So I don't know what's so significant about these. So I might just end up using these. So there's 50 of them right there. I don't plan on building with them. I know that they're kind of rare, but I don't plan on building with them. And I don't know any other dry log other than the ones I randomly find. I think I find these primarily in like the structures also are made out of dry logs in the desert. So there's that. But I do need a cotton and rice field though, so that I can get those crops growing. So that's something I'll be working on in between streams, is to make those eternal, constantly farming these things. So I have like a lot of crops collected, like a lot, hundreds, actually probably thousands at this point, because I got the storage area downstairs now too. So that is something. All right, so we do have. Oh yeah, these are the crops. These are the 100 crops for the trophy. I'm just setting them aside to make sure I have them. Let's just put those in here for right now. So that's good. Now I just need, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to take probably some oak out of here and just make sure that I use it, because I'm going to need to make a couple of these things. I haven't made a metal hoe yet, and I don't really see a use for it because I don't really rely on it that much. I could make a thorium. I guess I could make a thorium one because I have so much thorium, it's ridiculous. Hold on one second. Let me go grab some of that. Like, I was noticing yesterday, I was like, I got like 400 thorium, and I don't need it for anything. So why don't I actually make a thorium? Look at this. Actually, okay, 340 some. So I think it said it took 3. So I might as well use it. Like, I don't use it for armor or anything anymore, so I just collect it because I can't stop myself. I'm a hoarder. Alright, let's grab the actual wood that I want to use for this so that it doesn't use it, a different one, like the bottle tree stuff. Alright, thorium hoe. Craft. Bam. Be amazed. Now, I can use this thing up or just kind of throw it in the cruncher back there, but see, this is 4 times as good as like a stone hoe, but I don't know, or a crude hoe, but I don't know if that's even really worth it, to be honest. Like, stone and wood is so easy to get. All right, but I need a cotton field and I need a rice field. I was thinking about putting them both like right here in this opening, which means this has probably got to go. As fun as that is, I was mainly putting it there for light in the meantime. Here, we'll put it right here instead. Behold, it's right next to a lantern too. Okay, well, this is where the path is going to go eventually, and I'm thinking like blacksmith, maybe somewhere around here, maybe like right down here, blacksmith, and then fields, and maybe the path that branches off this other way, you know, instead of going that way, it goes this way, and then somewhere over here, the barn, and then make a nice little pasture out back for the animals to roam around a little, you know. So that would mean that in between here, the end of this, and where that brazier just was, is where I have room to put down these 2 fields. Now, I'm actually not done, though, after that. Remember, I still have onions and potatoes. So, yeah, I got to crunch them in here, too, somehow. Okay, well, I mean, let's get I want to get at least 50 of these plants put down for each. So let's get to it, I guess. I need my water bucket too, but yeah, and I can probably make the seeds. I have plenty of life essence. All right, so there's 50, at least 50 of each of these. All right, and then the water bucket is in here. Now, I also don't really have a well over here. So, if you notice, I have wells. Like I have one right there for helping with the sunflowers. I have one right here for helping out with the crops all in this area. I have one back there for helping out the crops back there. But over here, I don't really have one. So, I'm going to probably have to make one of them as well. Get it? It's well. But, yeah, I'm going to have to throw one in right here, too, somewhere. That could be an idea. As I'm plotting this out. So basically, if I have a path going this way to a barn, let's say right here, I could actually split this into quadrants and have, look, paths connecting into a centralized well that's right here. Wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. I kind of like that. Have to be like right here is where the path would go. Well, we don't have that update yet, so let's just mark that out. It doesn't have to be a wide path either. We don't have that update yet, so this won't grow grass on it quite yet. It can be just a narrow one, actually. mean to break the damn lines completely, but my bad. I guess I'm gonna have to refer to the map constantly. Yeah, see, like I'm already. I want to put this kind of in the center. Well, I don't. That doesn't give me a lot of room to do any farming, but. Did I actually not want to move over? I don't think I wanted to move over. Yeah, I wanted to go over this way. Whoopsie. Okay, well, just I'll put that back. Well, so I wanted to actually go. Oops, wrong thing. I wanted to go this way. Maybe just a little bit further, like right here. Yeah, so that'll give me a nice little spot right there to do some farming. And then if I bring it back this way, then I'll build this up a little bit. Again, like I said, the grass is going to grow on top of the dirt eventually anyway, here coming up with the next update. There, so then the path would connect right here, which puts the well right about here. So, well, we put it right there. Now you grab some cobblestone. Oh, almost landed. Oh, I did land right in the fire. I'm on fire! I'm on fire! I also moved a lot of the cobblestone to deep storage, too. Because I had so much of it, it was ridiculous. So, yeah. That's why you don't see any of that, any more of that in there. So, can you expand those behind the farmhouse for onions and potatoes? I could. I want to leave a pasture in the back behind the farmhouse so the animals can go. I also planted those trees over there, by the way, so it blocks off the the block art. Because in case you're wondering, that block art is massive. I was bored one day and thought, yeah, why not actually put my mark on this? You can see the corner of it right there. And I was wondering what could work for creating the Grimer face over here, you know, kind of marking my territory. And, well, I took a trip to the volcanic area for that. And I made this. Right? So, this is cooled basalt. This is ashen sand. This is chalk. And then this is burnt soil and basalt. So yeah, I worked on this thing one night because I could. And so yeah, we got ourselves a big old Grimer face. I have no idea what these spots are on here. They're not actually anything there, so I don't know what that is. And I looked above it to see if there's anything like floating in the sky. There's nothing, so I don't know what those are. So yeah, I also still got to get over to the portal hub that we built a while back and actually finish off the top section of that, and maybe even the outside of it. That'll be a off-camera thing though. So, and then yeah, my house is right over there, but you can't really tell because of all the trees. And there's a pig here. Squeal for me. Thank you. I also put some of these mushrooms over here against the tree right here, and again, they spread. Okay, let's get back to building the well. Just put a bunch of mossy stuff at the bottom of this here. Oh, hold on. I just realized this is a big well. It's bigger than the other ones I made. Because the other ones were only one block. Well, let me. Sorry. Still sleepy. So, still half asleep. I can narrow this one down to just a little one like this. Because it doesn't need to be a very big well. It's just to put a source block of water nearby here. I do have, like, the pond right there, too, which would work. But this is for just making it look pretty. So yeah, let me quick throw some of this in the corner. There we go. Shorten this up a little bit. Like so. Okay, and then we just gotta get a source block of water. And for that, I gotta go find one. because I don't want to grab it right from my pond here. Because, I mean, the source blocks don't come back, so I want to go somewhere farther away. Yeet. I could run to the mining world to grab one also, but it's just one bucket of water, so I'm just going to snag it from here somewhere. I'll replace it with a piece of dirt, and hopefully that'll grow some grass on it, and you'll never know it was here. Isn't that right, Fox? So, foxes, I don't want them anywhere near my chickens, so I kind of usually whack them whenever I see them. Okay. Maybe, well, if I do it right here, although it looks like maybe I already did. This one's missing here. This must have been where I grabbed water from before. Okay, whatever. I don't need to replace it because it won't grow grass on it anyway, so. And I don't think anyone's going to notice off the end of that little river outlet there. This should give me a place to refill my watering can then while I'm farming over here. There you go, boyum. Now, the path itself, though, doesn't... that I need to put some little effort into here because with the updates that they have coming out, it's going to be overrun by grass if I leave it as dirt. So I'm going to have to make some additional path soil walkways here. Yep. There we go. Got 90 some. Let's see how far that gets me. Like so. I wouldn't mind actually kind of sprinkling a hint of gravel in there too as it transitions over. Like that's what I did over here. Let's see how I have it like mixing in as it goes. Want to do that kind of thing even on this small little path. Do I have any more gravel? I do. Okay. And mossy gravel? Yes, I do. Put this back in here. Close my backpack so I don't accidentally keep stacking things in there. Yeah, put that there, and then maybe we'll put one like that there. Kind of blend it in a little. Now this will get grass grown on it eventually. This around here I wouldn't mind making the path and stuff. Soil path. Okay, and then this part here, same thing. Connecting back to here, which I got to pretty up a little bit later too. So, all right, here's our probably our cotton field right here, maybe rice field next to it here. Now, some of this is probably gonna have to be swapped out for something I can put crops in. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that either. Ah. There we go. Like, I would go and make this into grass blocks right now, but since grass is going to be overtaking these things anyway, I figure I'll just, do this for right now. Do I have more dirt? Oh, no, I don't. I need to grab some more. Let's do this for right now. And once the grass starts growing in after the update, it should fill it in just fine. So, gotta grab some more dirt. I think I had to move some stacks of that down into deep storage too, so if I'm missing some right now... Nope, got some right here. I can always go grab more of it. Got plenty of blocks now. I probably don't have the blocks that I want to actually build with, but I got a lot of blocks. This is kind of an interesting looking bit of dirt there. Okay, there. Place for the cotton field right here. Place for a rice field right there. And then the path itself will, like I said, go this way, depending on the size of the rice field. So now I got to clear out some grass. And then in the other quadrants, like over here, I'll have to get rid of those bushes, and over here, I'll put the potatoes and onions. Once I get to them. So expanding the farm here a little bit. All right, sweet. Let's use up this hoe first. Sweet for the cotton. Now, same thing. I don't want it to be nice and pristine. It's supposed to be natural looking, kind of like how I have these ones kind of built into here. So I don't want to just do like fill this whole thing with like a grid of. Oh yeah, I forgot I have a shield equipped, so you can't farm with a shield apparently. Is it getting nighttime? It seems like it's getting nighttime. So I was this morning when I got up abruptly, I was watching Goosebumps with with my sons from the 90s. Okay, back in the 90s they made a TV series for Goosebumps based on the R.L. Stine books, and so it's really bad graphics and everything. Oh, let me get these planted first before I sleep. I was gonna sleep so you guys can see what's going on, but give me a second. It's really bad graphics. Obviously, it's a 90s kids show, you know. So I think I have plenty more than 50 here. Actually, I have to run and go make some more. Yeah, I was watching the Goosebumps TV series from back in the 90s, and there's the like My Librarian's a Monster or whatever that one was called. We got to that one, freaked him out a little bit at the end when the spoiler after 30 years you should probably have seen these, but the if you haven't already, but the when the kid who was investigating the librarian guy who was a monster ended up being the daughter of like two monsters, and she herself was one that just hasn't been able to transform yet. So that was kind of creepy. Do I have to break some of this stuff down? Apparently I do. Bring this back because I need the life essence for creating the seeds. Oh, I also unlocked the secret seeds here too. I'm missing one. I'm missing the azure fern. I went looking everywhere for it. I did not get it. But I got all the rest of them, including like the storm sapling seed. That one I only found like 6 of those things. So yeah, got really lucky in some of these things. But yeah, the azure kelp I got. In fact, I even have a couple extra seed recipes for anyone on the server who needs them. I got the blood rose and I got the azure kelp seeds. I got 2 of those still. So anyone who wants them, you know, on the server, they're welcome to them. All right, let's make 20 more. So does that put us at 70? I don't know how many spots I have over here. Just figure this out. Not enough. 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 26. So that's 70. That would be 76. 76 spots for cotton. Okay, I'll try to remember that for future Grimer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Alright, let's quick water these things and then get to sleep so you guys can see what I'm doing. Actually, I probably can grab... Oh no, I can't grab a torch while I'm watering. Never mind. Yeah, I'll water those later. Let me get to sleep. It's gonna help them grow, but you know, you guys seeing I think is a little bit more important than those things growing to their maximum efficiency. You know. All right, home, sweet home. It's morning. It's morning. It's morning. Wake up, Ram. It's morning. I've been using rams to get around the desert. Oh yeah, see the cotton's already grown. Except for those ones I water, they grow a little bit more. I've been using a ram to get around the desert. I find them in the hills of in the desert. And then here's where I ran out of water, and just going here is a lot easier than going anywhere else. I think they're growing behind me. I can hear the crops growing. Okay, these are even farther along, so yeah, I should have watered them before I went to bed. Oh well, oh bother. Oop, out of water again. I do want to put a roof on this well too, just like what I did with the other ones. But it's functional right now. That's all that matters. It's so creepy that you can hear the crops growing. They sound like the swamp thing crawling at you. Oh, dang it. Oh, I would have had enough, but I watered a plant that I was accidentally looking at. The hitbox was a little wonky, but there we go. All right, so they're all watered up. Okay, so now I gotta do the cotton, or no, not the cotton field. We just did the rice field, which I'll be right next to it here. Let's grab these things out of the way. And this thing. Oh, I think I hear the garage door opening, so I think, because everybody was gone. Like, when I finished the Zawa stream, there was nobody here. I don't know where they went. I think they went over to their grandparents' house, the kids there and the boys. So it was a nice quiet house. Another reason why I overslept. It was actually a quiet house. Alright, so I'm thinking I should probably take this to... Well, let's see. If this is going to branch off a little bit this way. I do have the soil stuff with me, right? Well, I don't want to do soil. I want to do gravel for this one. This is going to be more of a main path. Something over this way. It's going to branch this way. Now, some of this is already gravel, which is very nice. I gotta redo the landscape here a little bit, though. Because, like, this, I think, is going to come up to, like, right about here. Yeah, right about here. So, somewhere around in here. Alright, and that means that the path goes up this way. That should give me plenty of room to grow rice in there then. Yeah, that'll be plenty of space. Okay, so if I actually have it go up right here. So, and actually this can probably come forward a little bit there. Yeah, okay, like that. So then this over here will be dirt. And eventually grow in with grass once the update finishes. And if it doesn't, that means I'm going to have to go back through and replace all this stuff. I wouldn't mind actually blending this in. I wouldn't mind keeping the gravel pile here, you know, like I don't think it looks bad. I just want to blend it in a little bit more smoothly with the new edge here. Even like that looks better. Maybe I do have a little bit of gravel, so maybe I can. There we go. Make it look a little bit more natural. It's also just kind of a hole right here. There we go. Okay, and then I'll continue this path a little bit later once I get the barn actually built. But for right now, I'm going to just put this here. There, bam. Path leading that way. And this will give me space to actually do the rice. And I'm also going to want the path connected to that over there, so basically the back side of the rice field right here. It's a straight shot. Booyah. A small little path like that doesn't have to be a very big one. Okay. Now let's get to planting the rice. Although this is probably going to screw with this where the grass might... Well, no, as long as I leave this grass here, it should be fine. Aha, it's gone. Alright, bring out the thorium hoe. I think the rice field is going to be a little bit bigger than the cotton field. And something like that. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, so I have 50 now. Get these things planted. Now, if I'm not mistaken, isn't rice like grown in water, so this doesn't make much sense. But it's a video game. I'm all in favor of it having video game logic. Alright, let's see. That's probably another 30, I'm guessing. Climbing up the fence. I didn't realize I was looking over at chat. I didn't even see where I was going, and I came back and I was accidentally becoming a gymnast. Oh wow, it was 30. Wow, that was a good guess. Alright, so there's that. Let's water them up and get these things. Oh, these are ready already. Holy cow, okay. Hold on, I'm still working on the other field. These to grow a little faster so we can upgrade our workbench today. And of course get a couple eternal seeds planted. I guess upgrading the workbench is top priority and then we'll work on the eternal seeds. You can see where the 30 were. They haven't sprouted already. Give them a little bit, they'll be there. So how was everyone's Valentine's Day anyway? Did anyone do any fun stuff? Anything? Any peachy fun stuff? Anyone get any chocolates? Anyone get any flowers? Anything like that? Oh, that actually works out great. Alright, so that's growing fine. Let's pick all the cotton now and get this thing so we can get one step closer to upgrading our workbench. What did we say this one was? 76? Was it 76, I think it was? I'll just make a bunch, because I'm going to need to make a bunch of seeds anyway. And I'll pull from that then whenever I'm replanting. Well, look at the rice seeds look like little beautifuls on the ground. The seeds do, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to check them out next time. But yeah, they kind of do, don't they? I had a friend message me today saying that they had the Hello Beautiful song stuck in their head. And I was like, yeah. I stayed home and played video games and no chocolates or flowers for me. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I didn't get any chocolates or flowers either. Oh, let's see, the cotton's down here. I actually didn't get nothing. I got to, oh, we did get 2 eternal cotton seeds too, picking those. That was good. Now let's go put those in there right now. So that means that brings me down to 74 that I need to make then. Less seeds. Took my mom out for breakfast. That sounds good. That sounds like a good time. There you go. Eternal cotton seeds planted. Those will be forever and ever growing there. Alright, so let's just drop those into there. Oops, let me... Got one little bit of cotton there. I need all your songs on Spotify so I can listen to them at work. Well, I not all of them are on Spotify. I think only a couple of them are. The Valheim one and the Let's Make It Stupid one is. But that's because those were made by some guy on Fiverr. The other ones I make myself. See, here's the thing. Okay, the guys on Fiverr did a great job. They're really expensive, but it looks really good, or it sounds really good. But I work at a factory, so I'm a little limited on money, right? So money is always a thing for me. When I say expensive, I mean like hundreds of dollars per song. Okay, so it's a little expensive, and I just give them the premise of the song, and they make it. Whatever they make. I get what I get. That's it. So, and later the husband replaced a toilet and ran off for parts. So romantic, nice. Yeah, that's a sweet thing. Valentine's Day there, but if I use Suno, the AI, to generate the song, I can import the lyrics into it that I write, and then I have a whole lot of control over if I want to change it, what style it's going to be in. I have my creative influence on it way more than just hiring somebody on Fiverr, and it's way cheaper. I think it's like $10 a month, and I can make a lot of songs off of that. So, it's kind of like a no-brainer for me for my budget. If I had the money to actually pay people to make it, I would do that. But so like whenever you hear something, like when you hear "Hello Beautiful," that was not the only version of that song. Like I had to re-roll that several times. Plus, as soon as I import the lyrics, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna sound great, and I find out I typed something wrong. Are you the artist on Spotify? No, I'm not the artist. It's I listed the Jingle Crafters because they're the ones who actually made the song. But like I said, there's only 2 songs on there. There's Let's Make It Stupid and the Valheim one that nobody listens to. But I think that the ones that I've written and used Suno for have turned out arguably even better. Some of them are just ridiculously good. In fact, the one I'm going to distract you. I'm going to keep farming. The one that I just wrote last week, because I just wrote one last week, is a ridiculously good. Well, I wrote it in air quotes, meaning like I wrote most of it, but you guys actually wrote some of it too, because people were leaving comments in my Planet Crafter episode per my request to put their best song lyrics in there, so that way we can. I can make a song using them, and some people put on some real bangers, and as far as lyrics in there, they drop some bars, and I use a lot of them. I couldn't use all of them because a lot of them were focused on toxicity, and toxicity is only one verse in this song, so it's called The Planet Crafter's Tale. At least that's the working title I'm going with right now, and it is basically a recap of the entire story so far, mashed into one song. I'll tell you right now, it's a rock song, and it's insane. It reminds me of, if anyone knows the band Ailstorm, not Hailstorm, not Lizzie Hale, although I do love Hailstorm, but there's a pirate rock band out there called Ailstorm, and it reminds me of Ailstorm mixed with System of a Down. Okay, like it's that guy. It sounds really good. Hopefully you guys like this one, because I poured my heart and soul into the lyrics on this one. So I also need roofs for the well out there. Let me see. Let me get some oak here. Craft. Is that enough? Let's grab 2 more. I can always use more of these if I need them. And then these guys, we're gonna make some of this. I think I only need 9. But yeah, and what's worse is that when I was making this song, because when you roll it in Suno, have it generate something, it gives you, a pretty awesome sounding song. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty great. The problem is that sometimes it's really awesome, and you have a typo. So it mispronounces something, and the way you fix that is you don't. You have to re-roll it. So sometimes you get a really awesome version of the song, but it's got a flub in it, like a really bad one that's really noticeable. And so yeah, you have to just kind of ignore it and move on, you know. And there is one version of this song that I'm working on right now that sounded so good, and I screwed up the lyrics on it, and so I really couldn't use it. But I was jamming. I actually paused it as I was listening to it. I'm like, that sounds awesome. So yeah, that is a thing. I was just looking over at the live stream playing and had kind of like stopped staring at the field. But I must have stopped staring at the field, and I didn't realize it. I don't think these are ready yet. No. But yeah, so sometimes it's a little disappointing using Suno because it's like, I want to redo this song exactly the way you performed it, and maybe you can, and I'm just going to da-da-da on this, but, except I just want to change these words a bit, you know? And here's the funny thing is that, one of the suggestions that did make it into the song, is somebody said that I should make a reference to the da-da-da thing. It's in there, people. Oh, this one's ready and back here. Oh, look at it. It's growing. Grow. 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 Oh, come on. Come on. Come on down. Come on. Oh, I think, yeah, this is where I guessed maybe 30. Alright, let's start harvesting. The rest will grow up here soon. Don't suppose we can get lucky and get a, it's growing right now. I don't suppose we can get lucky and get an eternal seed from doing this, huh? I mean, no, I'm not going to get an eternal seed. The game wouldn't be so kind like that. No, this game sucks. It should probably, yeah, right, let's see. Usually if you complain, you get it. That's Oh, I might not actually get one on this. Oh, I did. Look at that. See, as soon as my will broke, I got one. It's usually how it goes. There we go. One eternal seed. I'll take it though. That's one less that I have to make. All right. So what was that one? That was 80, I think, in that one. Let's throw all those in there. Now the rice itself is going in here actually. So actually hold off on that because I think with that I can just upgrade. Booyah. Okay, so now I'm down to... I already have the potatoes. Just finding potatoes in the wild. Complain or cuss, exactly. You do that, and then all of a sudden, bam, the game gives it to you. So I found quite a few onions. I already have these almost completely done. And then we just need the sallow logs. Oh no, the sallow logs, the more difficult ones to find. Whatever am I going to do? They're found in the volcanic area. Oh no, they're kind of rare. Oh no, they're right here. I have them. I just moved them over here so I wouldn't accidentally turn them into hoes. So, yeah. So I got them over here now. So I have the logs, so that's not the issue. It's mainly just getting 8 onions. Get 8 onions and I can do this. And this also will allow me... Oh, no, I can already make these things, but... Oh, this will allow me to make the eternal versions of these guys, too. Interesting. This will also allow me to start making the storm thistle seed bags and the blood rose bags, too. I just need 8 onions. That's not going to take me very long to get it all. One harvest and it's done. Okay, now I can get to work on spreading these things out a little bit more. I have placeholders in here, yeah. So there's my onions and potatoes I found naturally in the world while I was out exploring. Been doing quite a bit of exploring, actually. Let's see, I want to do that. There we go. Okay. Now, I needed 80 rice seeds, right? And apparently I can make some of them eternal. Nice, okay, good. Just make a few of these. There we go, that's plenty. I'll have some extra, that's fine. I'm going to be harvesting these things a lot, so the extras won't be unused. There we go. Yeah, they do kind of look like beautifuls on the ground, don't they? Hello, beautiful. There we go. It was replanted. Yeah, I enjoy using Suno to make songs because I can write them. Like, I can write them. So, like, if you're wondering how that process goes, it's like you just press your button and you get a song. Boy, I wish it was that easy. I mean, you can absolutely do that. You can push a button and whatever you get, you get. But that's kind of the same thing as like Fiverr, where you pay the person, whatever you get. So instead of doing that, what I like to do is I open up Word or WordPad, because I don't even have Word on this computer. I got WordPad, and once you open up WordPad, then you can. I think something's happening in my RAM upstairs. I think he's sleeping. Yeah. You're a noisy snorer. But once you open up WordPad, then I just literally start typing. I just start typing out the lyrics, okay? So that's the real catch right there. That's the real artistic part right there. Is I'll just start typing and trying to get things to kind of rhyme and work together and fit together. And it was because Suno allows you to generate a song without, you know, it'll create your own your lyrics for it. You can describe what you want it to be, and it'll create it. So you can shortcut it that way. But I did that on the first few songs, like when I was just messing with it, you know, and I saw how like songs were laid out with the verses and the chorus and the bridge and stuff, and I was like, okay, I can probably write my own then. So literally letting the AI do the thing at first taught me how to write a song. And so then now whenever I use Suno, I don't use that feature at all. All I do is I go to WordPad and I type up my own song, and then I drop it into Suno into the lyrics section, because you can put lyrics in on your own. And then I roll it into whatever genre I want, and if it's not good, or if in most cases there's typos that even after I proofread it, there's always typos, because I'm a big old da-da-da. Once I proofread everything and I drop it in there, I find all the typos and stuff. Sometimes an AI can't read my name, for example. Like, I can't spell Grimer in there the way that it's actually, you know, spelled, because it'll say Grimer or something like that. So I have to spell it wrong so that it says it correctly. Things like that. I have to do that thing to get it to work, and it takes a little bit of messing around, but eventually I get it. All right, so there's the 2 fields right here. Now, I wouldn't mind actually getting the potatoes and onions placed in here too. That would give me an idea of where the barn needs to be then, which I'm pretty sure is going to be back in this area, this little opening right there. Yeah, these berries though are probably going to go bye-bye. I was thinking that was a horribly bad thing, but like, I don't even eat berry skewers anymore. Or fruit skewers. I eat vegetable skewers because I have a crap load of vegetables. I get like almost 300 corn every time I harvest that. And it's all replanting itself too. It's all eternal. So, okay, so let's mark out the next fields here. Alright, where's the depot thing right there? It's right over there. Okay, I want to make sure I don't go too far back on that. Now, these don't need to be massive fields or nothing like that either, just little spots. That way, this puts all of the buildings on the outside of the homestead and all the crops on the inside, so it creates this nice little like garden feel for this entire area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably start with that and see where things go. I put away all my soil path. But anyway, like, the point of this whole thing is that there is a new song coming out, a Planet Crafter song coming out that I made, and hopefully you guys like it. I've been listening to it on repeat for like the last couple days since I've had it made here, and I'm trying to envision what I'm going to do for the music video. Because I don't want to just do one of my normal music videos for it. I want to really kind of it's like a celebration for the whole series. So, and if you're listening to me babble on about this over and over, and you have never watched the Planet Crafter series, you should definitely go watch that because it is ridiculous. Let's get rid of these things out of here. Yeah, it is ridiculous. Although maybe some of you are fans. What was it? It was Viperwing. You said that you fall asleep to the Planet Crafter series. That's not because they're boring, people. I don't think that's subjective, isn't it? But it's because it's because of the voice. I honestly think it's because of the voice. Do you know where you're going after toxicity? Humble, like you were gonna be like you were dragged before being dragged to toxicity. Yeah, I actually do know where I'm going after toxicity at the moment, because originally I was planning on going back to Humble, but that obviously changed when the toxicity DLC came out. But yeah, I do actually know where I'm going. I don't want to spoil it. But I am going on an adventure, that's for sure. Okay, that should be pretty good for one of the fields. And I don't know which one, actually. Hold on. Oh, the cotton's ready, but I don't really badly need to pick it quite yet because I already upgraded the workbench. So basically, those can sit, and I'll farm those in between streams. But I do need onions or potatoes. Let's do potatoes. Oh, I have more essence. Look at that. I guess I'm running out of this stuff. I have like hundreds of thousands of this. Alright, seeds. Let's do 70. Do 70 and see how that goes. Now, I only need, what, like 8 to upgrade the workbench? Let's see, kids are asleep. Time to make some tea and get ready for bed. Like Grammar's voice put me to sleep. I have that tendency to do that. They're celebrating the 40th year for Back to the Future this year. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so old. But yeah, Back to the Future, all of them. What movies? What good movies? I should rewatch those, to be honest. It has been so long since I've seen them. Probably since they came out, to be honest. Okay, so we still need 15 more, I'd say, roughly. I'm just guessing. I'm gonna need to put lights up in here, too, because it gets kind of dark in the, over there in those fields, so... 20 more and see where that gets us. Yeah, it makes me feel old remembering the original 1985 movie. Yeah, I can relate. Actually, that is one of the things that kind of blows my mind is whenever you hear a movie that you remember going and seeing in theaters coming out, and you're like, you know, like, oh, why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There, I got at least 8 of them watered before I go to bed. That way they'll be ready to upgrade the work. Actually, you know, we'll quick water all these things just so I can get these things ready to go in the morning. It looks like there's 78 of them here. I know it's probably difficult to see what's going on right now because YouTube compression and whatnot, but let me quick get these things watered and then we're going to go take a nap, take a sleep. One thing I could probably do, we'll just put some temporary torches up for the time being so you guys can see what's going on. Oop, ran out of water. Water that one. Double watered that one. It's going to get extra nutrients. Okay, now let's go take a power nap. Power nap. That's what I was going to do earlier today was power nap, but it turned into a power nap plus an hour. I hate oversleeping. I hate that feeling like when you shoot up and you're like, ah, because you know you're supposed to be waking up to an alarm. But you're not, you know? Alright, so let's get to work on making the rest of the field here. This will be like the last crop that we need here in the farm entirely. Let me actually kind of redesign this actually a little bit here. Kind of be like the other side here. I didn't actually mean to take that one away. Oops, that was an accidental terraforming there. Something kind of along the lines of that. Yeah, to be honest, we could probably knock this back at least one. There we go, something like that. Then I can just flatten this out completely. So I think it might have been last live stream, I can't really remember, but I was actually in the voice chat with the Discord, and there were some people there, but a lot of people were commenting about how they don't use the repair kits because it reduces the durability on the tool, and how that sucks, so they just make new tools instead. And I was blown away by that because, because like for a piece of leather, which I have hundreds of, piece of leather and a piece of iron, you can get an additional like 300 some durability on your adamantite pickaxe. So that takes the original durability from 400 to 700 some. And then you can do it again, and you can get up to like 1,000. You know, like, it just keeps adding it on for really cheap. Or you can blow like 8 adamantite just to make a brand spanking new one. Like, I was flabbergasted by that one, and that's a word I don't use very often. When people said that they're just making new tools, I was like, oh my god. Why? Why? The OCD hits so hard that you can't get over the fact that it loses 10% of its durability. You can always get it down to about half its durability and then replace it. And by then you end up using, like, normally an adamantite pickaxe has 400 durability. Right now it has 320 this thing, because I've repaired it once. Or twice, actually, I think it is. And so, but each time I get, like, an additional 300 durability use out of it then. So why? Like, why? Yeah, you get that it kind of sucks it loses durability, but it is what it is, you know? So, what was I over here to grab? The gravel, that's it. And like Minecraft, you get to a point in this game where there's only one thing left to do, and that's build. So... And me, I like to build. I like to build a lot. You might notice on the channel I build a lot of things. I like building. So this is right up my alley now. Building a nice little homestead. Huge farm. Absolutely. Okay, so this gives me an area now to plant the other crops that I need. Was it the onions? Yeah, plant the onions here. Alright, let's get to work on hoeing the ground here. So bottom line is, if you're playing this game, use the repair kits. Holy cow. Now, I'm actually probably going to have to go make some grass to kind of fill in some of this patchwork here. Because the update's not out yet, so... There. Onion field. Let's get back over here. Get some onions made up and planted. Onion bulb. Oop, doop, 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 doop. What am I missing? Oh, I can't make 10 of them. There's some more life essence. Well. Let's replant all those things in there. Or replace all those things in there. And go down to bulbs again here. So what am I at? 30? Let's do like 80 of them. That should be plenty. At least I think it's going to be plenty. Hold on. That might not be enough. This might just be a large field of onions. I don't think it's going to be plenty. Yeah, I'm still 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 shy. So it's 92 in that one? Holy cow. That is a lot. There we go. And well planted. Those ones are already ready. They're growing. Let's start watering. Wow, they were sprouting immediately. Like, thanks for the water. Honestly, if I saw an actual plant like sprout up like that when I watered it, it would make me crap my pants. I'd be like, what the heck? Kill it with fire. Grimer, I have good news for you. I'm getting Java Minecraft because you recommended it. It's a good game. Might not like the games like that, but I'll give it a shot, and then I'll get Hytale. Yeah, definitely get Hytale. Honestly, I'm having more fun with Hytale actually at the moment. But Java Minecraft, there's a ton of things you can do with that. You guys like all the mods and stuff that exist for it too. So like Zawa, for example. Like there's this mod pack called Zawa Together. I know a guy that whipped that one up. Yeah, you can always try that one if you like building zoos. Oh, I thought it was empty, but it was just leg. Alright, now I don't know if these are considered leaves or grass. It has a different sound when you walk on it, too. Alright, but some of this stuff, I want to get some actual proper grass blocks out. Actually, let me refill this one here. Proper grass blocks out here. And refill them that way. Or replace them that way, because the grass won't spread into there, so... At least I don't think. If it's the same logic as Minecraft, it won't. Oh, actually, you know what? I have grass blocks still. They're over in the farmhouse. I'll look into it, just a thought. I'll let you know your recommendations are being listened. Did you get Terraria? I remember recommending that one. I've recently stumbled upon yet another person who played that for the first time on stream. Like his community said, hey, play Terraria. And he's like, okay. And he didn't realize that Terraria is a 2D game. And it is incredible how conditioned gamers are these days, where if it isn't 3D, it's a waste of their time. And I'm just like... Because I come from a time where 2D games were the standard. Like, you know, that was normal, you know? And there was no 3D games. So, in fact, there really weren't any games, actually, from when I started. But, so to hear people sit there and be like, oh, it's 2D? No, I can't play it. I'm like, oh my god. Talk about the brain being completely spoiled. But But yeah, no, it is a 2D game, just to let you know ahead of time. But the game is phenomenal, and like everybody else who gets it and it has a upturned nose towards the 2D-ness of it, after they play it, they change their mind. After you actually get into it and start playing it, your mind changes real fast on that. So it's on my list. I'm saving up for it right now. Yeah, you can always wait. It's $10, I think. Is I know this because I purchased it for multiple people before, but it's $10, and it usually goes on sale for $5. And the fact that that game is $5 and I've logged like 2,600 hours on Steam into it is insane to me. Like, it is. It's aside from 7 Days to Die, it's my most played game, and I uninstalled 7 Days to Die, so I'm probably not going to be logging many hours into that anymore. 7 Days to Die aggravated me to no end. The development of that, oh my gosh. And plus, I mean, just kind of some of the stuff in the game now I just don't like anymore. And I was like, why do I bother? Why do I bother with this? I just gave it its negative review now because now it's a bad game in my eyes, but it wasn't at one point. And then I just uninstalled it. And that's the end of 7 Days to Die for me. I'm probably not going to be going back to that on the channel, just because it's aggravating. I find it aggravating more so than fun. It used to be a lot of fun. Did I get any Eternal Seeds? I didn't get any, did I? Wow. Wow, game. I didn't complain about it. I was complaining about 7 Days to Die instead. I'm going to boil and mash them, stick them in a stew. Exactly. I'm currently broke at the moment. Well, sort of. I use my my game budget. Yeah, definitely don't overspend. That is not a good thing to do. I forgot how many I said were even over there. Well, it'd be half of this, right? It's like 80 something. I don't remember. Where's my? Oh, I did get an Eternal Seed. I'm just blind. It's right here. Never mind. Here I am complaining. Sure, we'll do 90 for right now. Just make sure we have enough. So when I was first messing with farming and stuff like that and practicing with it here, they didn't actually have eternal potato seeds and stuff that you could craft. They just had them that you could make. So, or they didn't have them that you could craft. They had them. I just realized what I said. They they didn't have them that you could craft. They just had them that you could collect when you harvested. So getting like the eternal onion and potato seeds was a real pain. But it looks like they're in there now. I saw them in the workbench, though. All right, there we go. And then onions are growing nicely. Okay. Well, that should give me enough potatoes to upgrade the workbench then. Or was it onions I was waiting on? It was onions. Whoops. Not a problem, though. Because those will be ready here shortly. Like, really shortly, actually. I could actually work on lighting in this area so I can get rid of these torches. Let me go grab some lanterns. I think I have those back in the farmhouse as well. Yeah, after 7 Days to Die... Oh, it's back here. After 7 Days to Die, the next one... Did I take them out of here? I might have taken them out of here. I had them in here. I think I took them out of here because I used the lanterns down here. Yeah. And, did I ever put them back? Nope, they're right here. Yeah, after 7 Days to Die, Terraria is my most played game on Steam. In fact, it might actually be my most played game on Steam because overseas we were playing it on a LAN. And it didn't count those hours, and we were there for a year playing it, so... just put that right there. Let's collect these things up. Well, not those. Those are marking out a path. I guess maybe one here at the end might work. I got the stuff to make the... Hold on, I just realized I can fix this too while I'm here. There. Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, I guess I can put one at the end there. Let me go grab the stuff here to make this. These guys, which I think I need one more. I think I need 3 per. I'm going to need these anyway to make the stairs out of them. So I need 2 of those. Some of that. And do I have the cobble wall? Yeah, right here. There's one right there. I think that's it. That's all I need to make this. Oh, the onions are growing. The onions are growing. Alright, so let's put it like right here. Oh, not like that. There you go. Booyah. Light post. So yeah, there might be a path that connects between here, giving this an actual, like, almost like grid-like pattern here. Now, this won't show up in the minimap until time goes by, or I leave the area for a while, or something like that. So it's gonna be a little bit before that goes in. Well, once we or shows up, once we actually do have a restart on the you know, like there's 2 restarts during the day. It'll update then for sure too. So, all right, it looks like these things are ready though. So let's start picking the potatoes or the onions here. Complain a little bit about these stupid onions. It's definitely not going to give me a eternal seed because this game sucks. It's such a piece of crap. Grumble, grumble. Come on, where's the eternal seed? See, this is it. When you're not serious, when you're just kind of when you're just kind of joking, it knows. You gotta get that desperation in your voice. Because like right now, I'm down to about less than half the field, so now I'm getting a little panicky and worried. Now this is the time when I'd start losing hope, and then I would probably drop one. But because I'm actually talking about it, it's not going to. It did on the other four fields, but not this one. This thing. Yeah, no, there we go. No, didn't get one this time. Nope. We'll get him next time. Captain Price will get him next time. Let's eat them all into there. Eat this all into there. You have to cuss at those seeds. Oh, the onions you have to cuss at? Well, that sucks. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I can't make the eternal ones either yet. It's locked behind a tier 8 workbench. Hold on, I can get that. Sallow logs we need. They're, like way back when I collected the sallow logs, I stashed them in this chest over here to make sure I didn't accidentally use them. Now that we need them, I can bring them over, use it, and I don't have to worry about these anymore. So sallow trees are found in the volcanic area, Zone 4, on the surface, but they're kind of rare. They're kind of hard to find, but they can be found. Behold. Okay, now to upgrade it again, I'm going to need some blood petals. 100 of them! Holy crap. But I can make these, right? Like, yeah, I can make these things now. So it looks like I'm going to need some more farm fields. So you were talking about, did you just quote Modern Warfare? I did, yes. You can believe I did, or you don't. Choice is yours. But yeah. But I got red shards. I collected those out in the volcanic area. I think I have at least 100 of them because I'm going to need it. You don't make eternal seeds of these at all. I got yellow shards. I don't have as much, but I do have a fair amount. Because they're found in the underground deserts too. You can find them too. Yeah, I don't have a lot of yellow shards. Yeah, I got exactly 100 red shards. I not have any more than that. I already have a jump start on some of the petals though, so quite a bit of them. Because those are just yellow petals. These are the storm petals. I was just playing that earlier today. Nice. Yeah, I played like Call of Duty games back in the day. I haven't really played them recently, just because I've been playing this. So yeah, but. I did play way back in the day, Modern Warfare 2 and stuff. Like I remember, I got that achievement. I think it was at the. Oh yeah, I gotta replant the onions. I think it was in Modern Warfare 2 where you could do. There's that airplane mission at the end where you had to try to do it in under a minute for an achievement. I got that. I got that achievement. It was a nightmare. It took me like 3 hours to get that 1 minute achievement. But I did it. I did it. Alright, so this is going to be confusing because, like, the eternal seeds they have as green bags, but the difference between the sprouts and the eternal sprouts are when you hover over them. Visually, they look the same. That sort of sucks. But, let's craft all those that I can. I think I had a whole bunch of those things. I need more essence. More. Actually, I don't think I need to take these out of there. I think I just buy them there. I beat the reboot Modern Warfare 2. I die in that mission. Oh yeah, every time. Yeah, that plane at the end trying to clear it out fast. That is kind of nuts. And the way you do it is you just don't worry about the bullets. You just you do die a lot trying to get that. You just don't worry about the bullets. And you just kind of just send it, you know, just go for it. And you have to flashbang yourself also to get through that, to clear out of one of the rooms. So you have to know where the enemies are ahead of time, and you literally flashbang yourself, and then go in shooting blindly, because you can't wait any longer. So there's a part where you climb. I think it's when you get to the second floor, you flashbang yourself. There might even be two parts where you have to do it. Where once you get to the second floor of the plane, you throw a flashbang down the hallway. You dip behind the wall for a fraction of a second, and then just so that it stops them from firing initially. Oh, I need more onions. And then you run forward. You get flashbanged along with the enemies, and then you just shoot blindly to kill them. And if you miss anybody or whatever, then you're basically toast. You got to start over. It is a rough experience. But a heck of a challenge, though. It's in the OG game. Still love soap to this day. The sass cracks me up, yeah. There we go. So I didn't need those other 10. But alright, so I got that planted. I think the fields are basically done now that I've upgraded the workbench. We're good. Obviously, I still need to keep upgrading the workbench to keep unlocking the rest of the stuff. I'm guessing the next upgrade, the next upgrade, the next upgrade I've had, aside from needing more life essence, it's going to take the different petals you get for... Actually, you don't get different petals. Those are it. Maybe you just need more. Ugh. Well, it gives me something to work on, so... Version is just as snarky too. Nice. Oh, here's all my cobble roof and my beams and stuff there and here. Alright, so now the sallow logs, the golden logs here, are just golden logs now. They're not anything special anymore. I've got the farmer's workbench upgraded all the way. What do we usually get for these things? Golden stuff. That's what we get. Sand swept furniture and whatnot. Okay, interesting. Roaches and then the reboot. I haven't actually played the reboot, so I don't know what's going on with that one. But not a big surprise that they'd screw up a reboot. I mean, you literally just have to create it with modern graphics and put the exact same thing in there, and somehow developers screw it up. The fans absolutely love this. Let's change it. Okay, I'm just putting all my farming stuff away because I think I'm done with farming now. I think we got the fields planted. We can get on to building now. Building is more fun anyway. Now, I don't have a design in mind for the barn, but I'm definitely going to need to focus on the barn because I need to get this ram out of my house. Because he makes so much noise up there. See, I don't have many ashen logs here. I like using the ash logs for the building because I like the kind of the darker. They almost remind me of spruce logs. A bit, which actually when you think about it, the oak one looks a little bit more like spruce from Minecraft, but I just like the darker kind of not as vibrant color from the ash. So they killed Soap off in the third game. Yeah, no, that's all right. Like I said, I haven't played Modern Warfare games in so long though. Yeah, I didn't, and plus for me it was more of just going pew pew. I wasn't even really paying attention to the characters. But now that we have the fields in here, I can better visualize how this is going to go. I said it was probably going to be down there, which might not be true now, because if we terraform this area a little bit, we can put the barn here. Oh, I'm thinking, is that, there's a sheep over there like having a seizure or something like that. That was crazy. Could build the barn here. Hold on, it's coming to me. We could build a barn here. So the problem is like I want to do a kind of a traditional looking barn where the front face of it is open, you know, and then so you can just walk right in. But that puts the length of the barn. If I put it here, either it's going east and west this way, and then I don't really have much room for a pasture back here. I mean, I'd have to do some serious work. Or, because I want the pasture to be out that way. Or I turn the barn, and it's going north to south this way, but then I don't have access to the path right there, unless I just bring an outlet over here, like a little path leading off to the side, like right over here. Which actually, that might work. That way the front of the barn will be facing this way, and then the pasture will be out back over here. Not bad. Not bad. Let's how we make it happen. Might not need to destroy that one. But, so if the... I should probably put out... Here, I can use torches, actually. Marking this out. So if I put, like, the front of the... Front of it, like, right here. I start right there. That'll leave a little bit of a room here to create a small path cutting in front of it. Well, let's back it up one. I wish that when you picked up torches and you had one in your offhand, they would automatically go into that. That'd really make my life a lot easier. Quality of life thing right there. Developers, if you're watching, which I'm pretty sure you're not. Not at least my stream. Okay, so the barn's going to have to be fairly big. Turn the barn towards the water if you want a pasture. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So this will be the front of the barn right here. It'll be facing that way. And then the side of it will go down the path right here that goes alongside to really nowhere. I mean, this, I don't really have anything to put down here this way. Then it would be just, it would probably just cut back this way and connect it on the other side of this. So there'd be like a path connecting right here back to over here, blacksmith area over here, maybe even along this path right here. Yeah, that might work. We'll focus on the barn first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's make this 12 wide. Because that would put inside here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that'd be 10. Will that be enough? Well, some sandbox might help you, give you a better visual. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. I was just kind of lazy and didn't want to run back there and grab them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 12 by 16, I'm thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that would be the size of the barn. I'm tempted to widen it actually a little bit, maybe get 14 by 16. I know it's almost going to be a square then. I want to make sure I get this correct. Maybe 14 by 18. It's got to be even numbers because the roof things are weird. Let's widen this just a little bit. So that'd be 14 by 16. And this would be 14 by 18. It's got to hold a ram, a cow, and some sheep. I don't really care about the pigs. I don't really get anything for the pigs. Or the weird birds that are out there, the terror birds or the tetra birds or whatever they're called. Oh, I can actually check the lighting now. I mean, it's better with what I put in here. You know, like with the lantern here on the Hey, actually, you know, one other thing I could do. Put a bucket next to it. There we go. It's better. This obviously is too dark over here, but it's not terrible. I'll fix it up a little bit more. I'll be putting lighting over by the barn also. But this, yeah, it's not, I mean, there's gonna be spots where it's kind of dark, like right in here. You could always throw a lantern in on this right here, kind of lighten this path up a little bit more. Kind of like how I did here, where I put ones on either side going down this path. Not every aspect or every path part is gonna be completely lit up though. Because after all, nighttime, like right here, I don't plan on putting one in here, even though it's kind of dark. But nighttime has its own aesthetics, you know. I got lights in there for the chicken coop, so you can see that, but I don't need one on the outside of it, because it's a chicken coop, you know. Yeah, alright, let's sleep so you can see the rest of the area, and then I'll grab some supplies and get to building. Oh, stone blocks might help give you a visual. Yeah, maybe. Alright, so we're going to need ash wood, which I did just recently collect a bunch of that. Couldn't do the framing of the outside, kind of like what I did with the... Oh, it's raining, of course. What I did with that place, I'm going to do it with the ash wood. And then this right here, this is hardwood. So this is what I'm talking about. I just punched the ground. This is what I'm talking about, like the design for the walls themselves. Instead of using the clay kind of back, the white in the background with like the wood trim they used on the farmhouse over there. For the barn, I'm thinking about using this. But I still want to put like a cobble base on it, and then the top floor up where the loft would be more of the wooden stuff. So let's grab some cobblestone, and we'll get to work on that. I guess. Do I want? It's gonna be a barn, so I probably don't want. Maybe the path cutting down the center of the barn, I want to put like a stone brick design on, or maybe I'll just leave it gravel. It's supposed to have animals walking around on it, so. Yeah, I'll worry about the floor later. So, oh, I never grabbed the ash. Whoops. I grabbed that ash. It's a horrible joke. I thought I had a bunch of this stuff I just recently collected. I did. I did this yesterday. Where did I put it? Huh. Maybe I stashed it in deep storage. That'd be kind of dumb. Although the wood chest is pretty full, so maybe that wouldn't be as dumb. Oh, deep storage. Please let me down. Thank you. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Let's grab like all 300 of it here. Oh, I gotta replace my bucket, which I can do while I'm here. We'll take that one. And then I also want to, I guess I can leave the shears up there. I want to close that so I don't keep quick stacking things up there when I try to drop them into my hotbar. Alright. There. Now, I do need to terraform this a bit, so this needs to drop down and it'll be there. There. This can... Oop, that's not the right thing. This tree needs to go because it's right in my way. And this is going to go right there. Now I need more dirt to fill that in, but I'm about to get some more when I dig this up here, so. Get rid of all that. And let's... this. Smooth this out a little bit. Didn't mean to hit that last one there, but whatever. Happy accident. Bob Ross that up. Now they do make a shovel, which might make this specific spot go a little bit faster, but you know what? I think the shovel kind of sucks. Just another tool to hold on to, and you can get the same effect with a pickaxe if you're just slightly more patient. Now, I think one thing that they're adding in the next update is that you can actually light your house on fire. So I wonder if torches are going to be like a problem, or if it's just like the campfire thing. I don't know. I didn't look into it that much. If you guys do know the answer, let me know here, because I don't want my house to burn down. None of them. I don't think I have torches in the barn at all. I think I have just lanterns. So. Okay, there we go. Goodbye. There we go. Now, we can start building. Get out of here, grass. Now we can start building. Let's grab some cobble, maybe some mossy cobble. And for right now, I'll just mark out the inside of this with regular cobble, and I'll replace some with mossy then later. So like I said, I do want to have a nice big opening, which that might be it right there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be it then. I don't know, that might widen up a little bit here in a little bit. I'm missing a corner. Oh yeah, I still got the torch. Oops, wrong button. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, like that. There you go. So yeah, this would be the open walkway kind of thing, and then the doors leading out to the pasture and stuff out back here. Now, will I actually have the animals out in the pasture? I don't really know. I mean, I guess I could. I could have some inside, some in the back. Maybe I will capture some pigs or something like that and put them in here, and I'll let the sheep and the cows kind of roam around out back. But the height that we have that house over there looks fantastic, so I think I might go with that again. So that means that for the cobble part of this, I don't know why I'm walking on a fence, but I like parkour. 1, 2, 3, 4 high, and then the 5th block up is where I got the frame. I wouldn't mind matching that style. Maybe not exactly the same block, so like I said, I'll replace it with wood on top there. But that style, just to kind of give it that same feel, you know. Peter, hi, yes, we're back. A little late on the start because I was sleeping. I was a sleepy grimer. Did not mean to do that, but, you know, it happened. That was on accident. I just did not get a lot of sleep last night. And I got to work tomorrow. And in case you guys want to know, I still need to do Planet Crafter for tomorrow. That's still coming. So it's going to be a late night tonight. I need more cobblestone. Wherever am I going to get that? Actually, I'll just go right to deep storage because I got a bunch there. Come on, get down there. Get down there. Ladder's a little wonky in this. Yep. Just throwing myself out into the field. But welcome, Peter. We're building a barn right now. Or at least trying to. I don't know how this is going to turn out. This might be like the world's worst barn ever. think people severely underestimate cobblestone. It's actually a fantastic block. In both this and Minecraft. People like use it because it's so easy to obtain. And they use it and they think that that is crap because it's easy to obtain in early game stuff. But no, I think it's a fantastic block. Alright. I should probably just go ahead and make one of these things and put it over here. That'd probably make my life a lot easier. Because now I can just kind of pop this in there. Yeah, I guess we'll go with it for right now. It seems kind of low. Which means I have to make it even bigger than it currently is, but whatever. Well, let's get the outline of the wood down on this first, and then we'll make a decision after that. Yeah. Yeah. Done. Alright, sweet. So now, that is a pretty big base for a barn, which is good because we're going to need to fit animals in here, so. I did leave a little bit of room on this side because I wouldn't mind creating an extension coming out. I don't really like the idea of just creating box-shaped buildings, you know, like rectangle-shaped buildings. I like adding extensions and additions to them and stuff. And so, like, if I were to create, like, a extension going out this way. Actually, this one probably doesn't matter as much. Whoops. And then have it like a sloped roof kind of coming down right here and having a little extra space here for some of the animals. Kind of barging in over here. That might work pretty good. Even if it's just for like one animal. Maybe you put the cow in here, you know? So something right in there. And the sloped roof would mean that it wouldn't probably go up and connect to the rest of it. It would just be like a little extension coming off here. I'll add the mossiness to this later once I figure out what I'm doing. So this might actually require me to use, well, I gotta figure out what roof I'm gonna use. I mean, I could match the rest of the buildings, which would be a good idea. Would be a good idea. Is there a downside to this? I don't think so. If that's the case, then it's basalt. Okay, so basalt is what we're using for the roof. The hell are you doing here? What? How did you get out? How did he get out? Hold on, wait a second. These guys now follow you if you hold on to cabbage. I have no idea how that guy got out of the pasture or the fenced-in area there. Give me this. He seems lost. This one doesn't seem to want to follow me at all. He seems lost, though. What in the buggy hell is going on with this guy? Might be down a sheep here in a little bit. Seriously, what's going on with this guy? I wonder if he's actually here. I wonder if he's actually here or if this is actually just like it's a visual thing. I suppose one thing I could do actually to get him in there a little bit easier is actually build up like on the outside here so he can just walk right in. These things were following me when I'd hold on to cabbage, but not so much anymore. I have no idea what this guy is doing. He is really bugging out. There's definitely some bugs with the animals in this game. There we go. He's back in there. Weird. Weird. One of them doesn't ever grow their wool back. The other one just kind of magically fades through the gate or through the fence. Goat's still up top. I just eat the lettuce right in front of them too, make them feel bad. Alright, I got some gravel too, or some rubble I need to stash. Inventory management, just like Minecraft, it's a nightmare in this game too. Oh, that's completely full. I think I was storing some down here though. Oh no, I actually have deep storage for this now. That's the point. All right, well let's take some of this out of here. I want to keep some in here so that I can make arrows and use the sticks as needed. Go drop these in deep storage real fast. Get back to building the barn. I need to get basalt. That's the whole reason why I was going back there in the first place. I usually don't have. There we go. I usually don't have that much difficulty dropping down there. Let's see where to put the sticks. There they are. Drop them in there. Plant fibers. I think I don't have pebbles stored in here yet, but I do now. And we'll do sap down the bottom here as I collect that. So, all right, there. Basalt I don't think I have down here because I use it a lot for like the roof, so a lot of times I'm running out. I might actually have to go grab more of that. Basalt cobble, here we go. Do I have any remains of this stuff that I'm not using? Not that I can see. Alright, so this slope was actually what I was thinking about for that other part. Let's craft a few of them. See if I can get this to work without it looking terrible. Oop, that was there and then it wasn't. Now this is also, for crying out loud, the roof is, these roofs need some work as far as development. They need a little bit of work. It's either that or maybe the player does, I'm not too sure. That's not right. Maybe it is the player. I want it to be against that wall. Okay, I guess we gotta put in this part first. Oh, that's the wrong stuff. That's basalt. There we go. Come on, you can do it. Whole lot of work there. I've made a couple extra of these things, but that's just so that we can have a and I really don't like how these things look. I don't like, seriously, that looks bad. I guess I could add like a upside down stairs to kind of help soften it or something like that. Like if I made a couple of these things, but it still is going to be pretty bad. Like it's not as bad, but it's still pretty bad. Oh yeah, I don't even have it on this one. Why don't I have it on this one? Oh, it's because I didn't put the wall recessed in. Whoops. I got it on the other one. You see how the wood is here and then the wall recesses in one? This one I kind of flubbed it. I didn't do that. I did it. There. Creates a little spot here for like an animal pen to be. Probably the cow I'm thinking would be a good spot for that. And then I might put like iron bar fences or something like that in here to kind of give it some ventilation so that as he's crapping himself in there that it doesn't smell so bad. Just trap him in there like a hot box with a black roof on it too. Sun beating down on it. Ooh, we'll have a burger in no time. I'll have some steaks cooking up here. And then like put some fencing and stuff on the other side of it here to put like the other animals in and whatnot. Maybe even put little corner spots here for animals as well. Yeah, this will work out. This will work out. I have faith. But now how do we do the top floor? The top floor is where like the hay bales and stuff are going to be. Plus, this gives me a way to jump up here, so that's a plus too. I think I'm just gonna fill this in here with another row. I remember building the farmhouse, so it was a lot like this, where I was like working on it, and I was like, yeah, this kind of looks like crap. You know, and I just kept tweaking and adjusting, and voila, we got that thing. So, I mean, it turned out all right in the end. If I'm not mistaken, I believe these things can be filled in with whatever. Let's do 4 for right now. I don't remember what it's supposed to be. Because I'm going to do the outline with more ash wood. Oh, almost fell off completely there. Little pucker factor there. Now, if I'm not mistaken, which I think I am, hold on. How did I do this one over here? Because it looks like it extends out one. Oh, okay, okay, no. I thought I was going to put another row of logs going across, but that's not the case. Not the case at all. Okay. Because I'm trying to match the architecture so that it kind of seems like it's all one big cohesive village that we're in, you know? I'm supposed, I can't really just jump up there. I got to use my little sloped roof now. There we go. All right, got that started. So now, filling in the walls is going to be hardwood, which ash makes hardwood planks, but so does oak, and I have a lot of oak also. And there's a lot of oak around, too, so collecting it isn't very difficult. I went looking for ash, actually, and I actually had a hard time. I headed down south here. I didn't want to grab the ones that were kind of in the forest here right next to my base. So I headed down this way, and these are all oak trees right here. And this is oak and birch, or not birch. Yeah, oak and birch, I think, and aspen or something like that is all in here. And it looks like there might be a couple of them right here. But these darker green trees are the ash trees. I ended up having to travel way down to here, basically, to try to find some more. Now, these ones right here, I don't know what type of tree these ones are, because this is like the swamp tree. Maybe that is ash, and I really didn't have to go very far. Maybe a big old dud to death. Let's not rule that out. Not cedar. That makes dark wood, which is fine. But in this case, I just need hardwood. Bam, we're making 100 of it. Make another 82. There we go. So we're gonna need a bunch of this stuff. Now, I just realized something. They do make planks, don't they? And we can do vertical planks in this game. Ha! Minecraft, take a lesson from this. We can do vertical planks in this game. So, yeah, these are the walls I was thinking about putting in here. We'll do like the front face of it and see how it looks. Just because if this block is horrible, then maybe I'll change my mind. Now, barns, the loft area up top here usually has like a crane or something like that to bring hay bales up to it. So they usually have a big opening up here, similar to how they have it down at the bottom. So if that be the case, that's the center. Eat. Okay. Gonna craft a couple of these things just to have them on hand for messing around with stuff. But I'm gonna need some of these things. Oh yeah, this could look good. Yeah, okay. That's definitely kind of along the right lines. I could maybe bring the walls in just a little bit. I think the height of it is fine, though. Like, if I were to do this. Yeah, that's better. I like that better. Alright, so sweet. That'll do. That'll do. I have hardwood stairs underneath these areas right here to kind of show support, but it's going to blend in real easily with the other parts. I don't know if I care that much, though. Let's just throw them in there and see what happens. How does that look? Does that look terrible, good, bad, horrible, total crap? It's not bad. I mean, it does kind of blend in, and I might need to do something else in here to kind of make it look okay, but for right now, I think it's alright. I need 2 more stairs. The barn, people. Alright, then let's continue the walls here and get these put in place. Now, as far as the slope of the roof, now, I've been basically only using the 45-degree slopes because they go together nicely then. They create nice peaks and whatnot, you know. But for this one, I might want to do something else. Because I don't intend on having like a cross section in this, so I don't need the corners to kind of go together like at a 90-degree angles at all. This is just going to be a straight up roof going across, and maybe I might take some creative liberties with that. But first I'll get the roof put in, and then I'll take some creative liberties with that. And for that, I'm thinking that if I do a sloped roof, actually, like a start off with a 45 degrees, you know, and then have them curve into the wider ones like this. That might look pretty good. So, hold on, I might need to, thank God I made a couple extra ones of these things. Maybe I'll have to visualize that a little bit here, because as far as the height of this thing, this is going to be a tall building. Tall building. I'm going to jabble up the wood planks on this and see if that makes it look better. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh god, I lost count. Hold on, also, if this is going to be 45-degree thing, this block still shouldn't matter. And then probably one more. So put it here. Hold on 1 second, actually, this can be knocked down one. This can be removed. I'll do the one more, and then 2 do, yep, okay. Yep. Now I need to make some more. Roll that off like a champ. I need to make some of these just to start getting the visualization of what it's supposed to look like. And see if it actually is the proper height then, or if I have to extend it upwards before I do the whole roof. I can actually get this kind of mapped out. Okay, and then where's the other ones? You guys probably can't see a thing. Hold on, something ain't right there. Something just ain't right. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I don't have the peak of the roof in the right spot. I'm gonna go to sleep so you guys can see what's going on. It's like something just ain't right. Let's get a daytime out there. Oh, that's the ram making its snoring noises again. Okay, so the roof was off there. Honestly, the height of this thing looks pretty good. I just gotta get that the center part correct. So basically, everything needs to shift over one. The peak needs to be shifted over one. So instead of here, it should be here. And this would be there. That does mean that this gets bumped down. It'd be like that. That, okay. How does that look? I still rolled it, but you know, broke my legs a little in the process. That looks pretty good. That doesn't look too shabby. Yeah, that'll work. I think for the shape of the roof. What do you guys think? Yay, nay, total sucks. I mean, what? I think it'll work out fine for the roof of this place. That's going to continue all the way down this whole thing. So now I need double that up, and then this one will be like that, like that. Yeah, for the shape of the roof, I think that's pretty good. Now, the bad part about working with even numbers is that there is no center, really. So, like, when I want to do a crane sticking off centered off the opening, there isn't a center off the opening. So it's going to have to be off-center. Now, I can see where this would really be a problem for some people. Because there is no peak. Like, if you notice on this thing, like, if you go into here, there is no peak section for the roof. There's a flat section you can add, so if you really wanted to do it that way, you could just do a flat section on the top, which, you know, you could there's a way to make that work too. But I think that if you want a peaked roof, but there's an odd number, you need a peaked roof section to throw in there. Developers, in case you're wondering, unless you actually are doing this on purpose, in which case I commend you for that. I think that is incredible. It forces people to get a little bit more creative, meaning you have to you have to embrace asymmetry if you want to put things in the center of something. In case you guys didn't notice, the storage area downstairs when I was down there, the lights hanging from the ceiling, they're not lined up correctly. They're not nice and in the center because there is no center. But you didn't really notice it because your brain doesn't really see that, you know, if you do it correctly. So embrace asymmetry. That's what I always say. Asymmetry is your friend. Garmer, I still cannot handle you not being a skeleton. I know, it's weird, isn't it? It's strange. It's the weirdest thing ever. I'm Link right now. Yeah, I'm Link with a block in my hand. It is very strange. In case you're wondering, that's what my character looks like. I look like Link. So that I could actually leave my armor off like this. Like the armor's not off; it just looks like it's off. So I could do that. I don't know why. I think I look sweet though, like all decked out, like put on the helmet and everything. I leave the helmet off usually, but I love looking decked out while I'm doing this. So, but yeah, I can see why that would be a little jarring. Yeah, I'm used to being a skeleton too. They didn't have a skeleton option, although apparently they have a Voldemort option because Drayler was able to look like Voldemort. Now, I have not had the best of luck with overhangs with this slope thing before. They tend to disappear on me, so this might look really derpy when I build it and it looks pristine and perfect and nice, and then I come back and the overhangs are completely missing. That is very much a possibility of what could happen here. See, it looks alright there, sort of. I don't like the way this looks actually with these shallow slanted roofs. But I am going to do something to try to make it look not as terrible. I wonder if I can do this and make that not like suck. It's gonna match the background though. That's the thing that's kind of sucky about it. I could throw another log in there. I could throw another log in there. It would match the kind of style I have over here where it outlines it with logs. Tell you what, I'll do one side is one side is the other, and you guys can tell me what you think it looks better. All right, which one do you think looks better? I know my choice, but let me know. Comments. Let me know these things. Viewers out there watching. The right side or the left side? Do we do the half slabs or do we do the full log blocks? Which one do you think looks better for in here? I need to know these things. I mean, like I said, I know my choice here if it were up to me here, but I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. I know that there's a delay in stream too, so it's gonna be. I can barely tell the difference. Like I said, we either have the slabs here, or we have the whole blocks there. Which one do you think looks better? I like the full blocks. Full. Everyone's saying full. I like those better. Thinking that might be the consensus. Okay, that's good because I was gonna pick that one. No joke. I was like, I could probably work with that one. But you know what? I could probably work with this one too. So let's switch these things out. It will match the other building then. Half? Oh, we got one vote for half. Then after I said I'd do the other way. Boy, I don't know. I mean, I might be able to work with this here. I got some ideas that I could do to pretty this up, but tell you what, I'll do the other side, and then we'll be able to see it in all its glory. Hello, grab the ledge. Grab it, please. Please, could you please? These slope roofs really screw with, like, the game itself. It's good for the ways. Let's remove these for right now, just so I can easily get up here. Do it half if you like half. Looks a little odd. Definitely not like a barn I've ever seen. But like I said, I'll do this side, and then we'll, three blocks in. Alright, so that would be this, that. Looks weird. Maybe I'm supposed to put stairs right there, actually. Yeah, that's right there. Oh, I made like 20 some of them. I was only planning on making a couple. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Oh yeah, I can change the way that these things look. I completely forgot about that. And then I need more oak for one, but I also need to make more of these things. Alright, I'm gonna need like a bunch more of these things. But I do need to go get more oak. Although, for this purpose, I think I can actually finish this part off here. No, actually I do need more oak because I did do this and I have to put in some oak right there, which I got a couple bits here. Never mind. I'm good. I don't know why I'm complaining. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that looks fine. Alright, now I just need to continue these guys out this way. Okay, and then I just need to get down. Ah. Alright. Oh, can I reach it? There we go. So if I do it the other way than what we have it on the front side. Oh, I can't reach it. God. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I like the slab better. I really do like the slab. Yeah, I do. I really like the slab better, as far as how it ends up looking. Yeah. In case you're wondering what that is up there, there's something up in the sky. It says "Flues is a butt." But yeah, I think that looks a lot better. You know, if I don't want to make match the same texture, I wonder if I could swap those out with basalt or even cobble. It would be a different color than the roof above it, but I could swap them out with basalt. But I'm trying to get rid of that design of the basalt, so to use the slabs, I'm not the boss of you. I think it gives it more of that curved shape rather than the blocky shape. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I have used this. Okay, Jesus. Okay, fine. I don't think I have enough slabs. Dang it, I don't. Now, I do have just enough of these things, though. Hey! I love being able to climb up on like pillars like this. Oops. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, let's get the far wall put up. Oh, I need more oak for that. Let's get the far wall put up, and then with the western wall put up, and then we'll go from there. It's starting to look like a barn, people. It's kind of coming together. I also probably going to want to grab this other stack of basalt, and I probably will have to go grab... Oh, no, I have more right here. Let's grab all the basalt I have. All right, I need oak. 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 There we go. Grab this, too. Black Rose yelled at me. I had to. I'm sorry, Peter. I had to. Yeah, the cow's like, "Mrr, I hate being out here in the rain. Mrr." Yeah, don't worry, I'm fixing that. Work on that. Alright, let's go ahead and change a lot of this, if not all of it, really, into... Start with 80, and then the rest of this here we'll make into those. I might need a few more of those. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. 70 on those. But the planks here are what I really needed. Now, as far as adding windows, I'll go through and add those in a little bit. I got fast fingers in case you couldn't tell. Wa-da-da-da-da. Now, I am going to need to get another way to get up here. Because once I block this off, I won't be able to get up here anymore. So I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time doing that. I mean, I could always new pillar. That works. Alright, now, hey. Do animals grow now? They do not. Last quest, or Lad's quest, hello. They don't yet. But, sorry, slightly delirious from fever and dehydration. I missed one dose of my ADHD meds, and now I'm excessive right now. But yeah, no, they don't, not as of now, but they haven't done the update for the animals yet. I don't know if that's included in the next update or not. The animal taming is, apparently, so, that's a thing. We're working on the barn right now. So I'm basically, the whole reason why I'm focusing on animals right now in the barn is because of that update that's coming. Now, like I said, I'm using these sloped roofs right now, or in the past, I have not had the best of luck. They tend to disappear randomly. Like, you place them, and then you come back and they'll just be gone. I don't know why. But hopefully they don't, because that's the bulk of this roof. So we got our little starter shack over there that we made on day one. But then, since we've had better tools and stuff in time, we got a nice farmhouse over there and the chicken coop. The whole field full of crops. This place is looking great. I'm loving this. And I'm patting myself on the back. Yep. Good job, Grimer. I had a mana bear rage moment. Started up all the repair costs of it. I might be able to explain that. Oh, the disappearing roof pieces? Yeah, it was in the first stream it happened, but they might have also fixed it. Like, I don't know. I haven't really noticed it recently. But then again, I haven't been using these ones. Although, didn't I have, like, roof sections or slopes disappear on the other one, too? Apparently, if you place a block on the edge, if you reach, it doesn't register the same. Oh, okay, so it's like a weird... You gotta be, like, not in the same area or something like that. I don't know, every time I went on an adventure, I'd come back and it'd be gone. Or wouldn't it take it out of my inventory when I placed it was the other thing I noticed, too. So, very weird. But for a while, it existed. Whoops. Whoops. That just ain't right. Now, I might jazz up a little section at the top here for this, but for right now, I'm just putting the straight-up roof on it, and then I'll worry about... Oh, my gosh, that's horribly misplaced. Watch me be one shy. I am going to be one shy. I bet you any money. Actually, I think I'm going to be more than one shy on this side. Oh. Ugh. Yeah, the roof placement thing, at least they give you like the ghost outline of it. And I think you can do that on all the other blocks too. I think it's a setting in the game. But yeah, the roof placement is touchy. And I think the reason why is because like you both have to pay attention to the hitbox, which is actually like a rectangular cube, and the actual design of it. So like right here, I'm staring at the bottom left of the rectangular cube. But if I go to the top right, it puts it on top of it. And then if you go just a little bit farther forward, it just completely disappears. So it's really touchy. There's just this little sweet spot right here. You gotta find it. to place it. No, yeah, I was way more than one shy. Whee! Okay, but those two would fit in there, so then how many more do I need? 'Cause I don't want to make more than I need to for these things, because I'm not going to use them really ever again, so... how many more is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I need 16 more, plus the 2 that I have in my inventory, so I need a total of 18. There we go, that should be enough. Now I have to get back up there. New pillar for the win. Oops. See, like, I normally would place it right up against this, but I can't really do that. I have to look at that sweet spot again. Good news is I can't misplace one of these things forward, because, like what I was doing on the other row there, because there is no room for it to go that way. Booyah. Alright, the barn is coming along nicely. A little dark in here, but we'll fix that in a little bit. I do actually want to add windows, because obviously it's going to smell pretty bad in here if I have a bunch of animals taking power dumps all over the floor in there. So, I am going to want to include some windows in here. Yeah, like right there. And then probably one across the way here. Alright, now we gotta talk about the loft section. Alright, so we gotta add a loft to this thing because I think it'll look sweet. Oak should be able to give me these things. Let's build a few of them. And then we're gonna stack it on here. This is another block that I horribly misplace frequently, but we're going to try not to do it. Ooh, I thought I was about to click there in the wrong spot. Now, as far as a loft area in here, like I said, this is where the hay bales will be being brought up, but I don't know if I need to go too crazy with it being like the entire thing. I might be able to have it kind of go along each side instead. And then this way over here, maybe do go back to having a little extra spot to store some stuff. So it's not going to be like a full, you know, full second floor type thing. It's going to be an opening. Quintessential ladder to loft. Exactly. You got it. Yep. There's definitely going to be a ladder that goes up here. I like how it's raining inside. That's a really nice touch. Mainly because I made the building too big, and I don't think the game realizes there's... It sounds like there's a roof over it, but visually, it's having trouble realizing that there's a roof over it. Alright, yep, now we're going to need that ladder. Now, which ladder? There's a lot of different types of ladders. Like, this isn't a bad ladder. Simple wooden ladder. In fact, I might go with that. What did I use in the... for this deep storage area? Because I liked how that ladder looked, too. I might go with, like, the ancient ladder. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, like, what kind of ladder is this? That's not the tavern, is it? Sometimes I have trouble with this thing. What kind of ladder is this? Tavern ladder. Yeah, because that one looks pretty good, too. But the simple ladder would work. Tavern ladder, which... Is that cedar? Roof is already leaking. Perfect barn, yep. I think that's cedar. I think that gives me that. Yeah, tavern. Let's throw a tavern ladder in there once and see how that looks. Now, where to put it is the problem. Yeah, that could work, because you could jump up and grab it, and then that way you could also run underneath it, too, if you want. Yeah! So this will be the loft area up here. Now, as cool as it is, it's not supported whatsoever, which is a little weird. So now this doesn't really work because of, you know, these things being just platforms. But hold on one second. Let me cook. So animal spot there. This also does, that can also put some animals over here too. So it's not, I really only have 2 animals. I have a cow and some sheep. That's really the only useful ones I'm going to be housing. So, but this does give me room for the pasture out back too, which then I can always just put some animals out there. They don't even need to be in here. All right, so as weird as it is, these are wood things. They actually use a pickaxe to get rid of. Well, no, they'll stay suspended. That's good. Floating ladder, Harry Potter stuff. Doom, doom, doo, doo, doom, doo, doo, doo. You know, I could also use, because these are definitely going to add support to the loft, you know, but I could, because I was going to do a frame of wood up there. I could also use poles. Actually, hold on. Let me see how that looks. 1 second. Let's use like a cobble base for it. Get 2 of them there, and then switch it up to, it's a hardwood beam, right? All right, so here I don't have this one over here. So maybe I'll do like 2 cobble. Now that top part right here is obviously going to have to be something different. This is where the actual beam might come in handy, like right across here. Oh, this is oak, isn't it? Try and match the rest of the outline, so I'm going to use ash for this. All right, it's thinner. It definitely opens up the place a little bit more, and then this would also have a beam going this way. But the question is, what do you think looks better? Hello, put that down there. Put that down there so I can actually see what's going on. What do you think looks better? Honestly, I think the beam, this looks better than that. That looks thinner. Definitely leaves us more open. That is crinched. But honestly, I think this looks better. Especially since I can then, you know, like, pretty this up a little bit more so than this. Yeah. Yeah, that looks a little better. Okay, Trilobite likes the thinner one. I no longer am offering my wrong opinions. I need your wrong opinions, Peter. I need to know which ones to do the opposite of. It really comes down to what Black Rose's delirious mind actually would like, really, I think. Are you planning on making stalls for the animals? Kind of. Like, this right here is going to be a stall for probably the cow in here. And it can come out a little ways, too. Like, I can build onto it, especially if I have hole blocks. Oops. Especially if I have hole blocks to connect it to. It's not going to be... Well, actually, if I do stalls... Hold on 1 second. That's a good idea. Because why not line the pillars up? Hold on. See, look at this. This is why I ask you guys. Why not line the pillars up with what's here, you know? And then... I need to sleep. I carry a sleeping bag with me so I don't have to run back sometimes. Just sleep on the floor in here. I got a roof over my head, whatever. I'm with Peter. Okay, like what if I move those in one? And then, you know, replace this here. So this whole thing would be knocked back. Thinner would work better if you're planning on making stalls. I don't agree, though. That's the problem. I think that the support beams would work better. Now that, well, sort of. Hold on, you're right about one thing, because there's that bug in the game where animals can jump over fences if there is a whole block next to it, even if it is a pillar of blocks like this. Like, if I were to put a fence right here, they could just be like, yeet, and just jump over it because this pillar is here. But if it is fences, which means I wouldn't be able to use this, I'd have to use fences, then they'd be stuck in there. Which is why the chicken coop is 2 blocks tall. The fence around the chicken coop is 2 blocks tall. Is because the corners had full blocks in them. And, yeah, so I made it 2 blocks tall so they can't jump out of here. I can jump out of here, but they can't. Barns. I do think that the wood walls work on this one for it being a barn, rather than going all nice and fancy like the farmhouse over there. This is not going to create a large opening though on the top though. Put a chicken coop on my other world. How did it turn out? Did they stay in it? I just put the fence around it today. The chickens magically appeared in my coop. Maybe you got really lucky and they spawned in there. That could be a thing. It's foggy in here. So if I were to connect that over, it's not going to create a big opening in the center here, but then again, this isn't exactly the place where I'm going to be keeping the animals, is it? I mean, it creates enough of one, though. You can tell that there's a big upper floor to this thing. And that does leave more space in here, too, by narrowing it in like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. That looks a little bit better. I do think that the full blocks are going to make more sense, especially with the ability to decorate up around them rather than the beams, which I can't. Yeah. Like that. And then you just put a fence up here on the inside of this, you know? Put a bunch of hay bales stacked up here. Probably, yeah. You probably got really lucky in this. But that's actually crazy, though, to think about. What are the odds that you build a chicken coop and all of a sudden, poof, chickens just appear in it? Okay, I like how this is looking up here, actually. This looks a lot better. Now, in fact, I don't even necessarily need... Oh, hold on. Wait. I got an idea. Support for the roof from this whole structure, like a carriage kind of thing. Now, that makes this look a little... Hold on, we're going to have to add a lot more logs to this, though. I don't like how the roof looks on the inside. This looks terrible, so... I'm going to probably jazz that up a little bit. Alright, yeah, see, I'm liking this a lot. Making it look like a proper building now rather than just, like, the basic shell of one, you know? So, if I could turn back time... Got this. I don't know how this is going to look. We're going to run with it and see what happens. I'm Misplaced 2 blocks in a row. How about that? Screwed me over on the first one, and then really screwed me over on the second one. Can I just reach here? No, I do have to jump. Oh, not right. Nope. So I can reach it with the axe, but I can't reach it by placing it. That's why her roof was leaking. Exactly. I needed a little extra support. Oh, for crying out loud. I am having a day. All this just for a cow and some sheep. Oh, for crying out loud. Which I don't even really need anymore because I got hundreds of cheat. Oh, for the love of Pete. Yes, Pete, you. For the love of you. So if I... Oh, my God. I cannot stop misclicking on places. If I just run these things like supports, like going all the way down this, you know, like this, it's going to take a lot of logs. But it would probably make the roof look significantly better on the inside. Oh, ran out of logs. See, like that right there. If I pick up a thing and I have torches in my offhand spot here, I wish it would just go right to it. Everybody loves me. All right, is your name Raymond? I know, that's a horrible joke. Oh, ooh, that one. I was back to my old self there for a second, placing blocks correctly. Nope, no. Yep, back to the defective Grimer. Yep. Yep, every time I try to speed back up now, I'm broken again. Yep. Alright, 6 or 5 logs left. We're good. We're good. Had plenty of logs. This also probably matches up. Yeah, with the logs on the outside. That's some crazy stuff. But yeah, I think that looks better for the roof up here. It doesn't look as crappy. Definitely adds a lot more support to the thing. In fact, I could even go one step further. Okay, got a lot of slabs now. And what I could do is I could add support beams in like this. I'm just thinking outside the box here, so. Whoop, yeah, vertical slabs. They're cool and all, but didn't mean to put one there. I'll get it from the other side. Nope. Okay, I got one of them placed. There we go. There, it actually looks like a roof now. Crazy. With like supports and everything that match up with the outside. Yeah. Alright. Not bad. Just trying to see how much more detailing crap I can throw in here. Alright. Yeah, definitely looks like a roof now. Now let's get to work on some of the... I think I need more oak wood and stuff. I need fences. Now, the softwood fences look great for these outside, like, farm fences like this. I think these look great, you know? Look at these things. But for up there, I think the hardwood fence will look better. And for that, I'm gonna just go grab some more oak. If I have any more, I might have to go cut down some more. Putting a lot of work in this just for a cow that's probably gonna despawn. That's beech. Beech is actually a softwood. So do I not have any more oak in here? Am I out oak? I'd be at oak. Yeah, I think I'm out of oak. Well, I happen to know a place where I can go get more of that. I mean, there's a lot of places I can just go cut them down. Do I have some dirt on me? Let's just take a trip to the forest south east of here. Out of eyesight from my place. Actually, I gotta make sure I don't get too close to someone else's build, because I think, yes, some other people are down here, so maybe I'll collect them from right around in here. Or I can head to the resource world. Might be. Let's just head to the resource world so I don't rip trees up from places. Yeet. Now, some of these trees back here would work too, but I planted these, so I mean that's one way I could do it. I could actually plant more trees and then harvest them that way. We'll head to the resource world. That's why we have it after all. It's usually where I go to collect the wood because I don't have to replant them or nothing. I don't have to worry about it. Behold, the portal hub I don't have finished yet. So I need to create the archways kind of connecting these, and there's supposed to be a top floor with like pillars that go up and then like another one of these roof things on top of that, you know, like a smaller one. But we built all this in one day, so I figured we'd call it quits after that, you know, take a break. Welcome to the resource world. Hey, there's my ram. So I don't even have to run very far. I have a ram out here. No, I do have to let it load in, though. I should have waited for a second. The thing's probably going to be halfway across the map by the time... Oh, there we go. Alright, so that looks like not oak. It's oak that way, though. A lot of, like, a aspen or whatever that is, or birch, maybe. Oh, this is where I was collecting gravel for the paths. Alright, these look like oak trees. Let's leave the goat here for a second. See, I don't have to fix nothing here. Just let it all fall over. Resource worlds are so much fun. Yeah, I went on a crazy adventure in the resource world here the other day when I was trying to find those fern, azure ferns. I found a bunch of them, but I didn't actually find any recipe for it, which is unfortunate. So, see, I am holding on to some ash logs too. That's what this is an ash tree, so I might as well grab a little bit more while I'm here, because I'm using that to build. Here's a big oak tree. Rain down on me. I absolutely love the tree chopping in this game. It also means that you don't really use up a lot of the durability on your axe, which I'm fine with. I don't mind making one and just making it last basically forever. I should get some of this wood down here. There's quite a bit underground here too. There's quite a bit of wood buried underground here with these big trees. Alright. More ash right there. Sure, I'll take it. While I'm here. So we got a whole bunch of oak now. I think that's probably good enough for the build today, at least. Yeah, that's probably good enough for the build for today. Let's get back on my ram and head back to this spot. See, here's some chickens along the way. Now let's leave him right there. Readily available for the next time I'm here. And of course, per Nevers's request, the portal hub is right here. This is Nevers's base, by the way. I love the fountain in front. And he's got this little like stall that he's got built going on here, which I think looks cool. I'm gonna have to look into these things because I like how this looks, especially for an awning. Looks really good. Oh, you don't want none of this. Ah, run away! No, I'm just kidding. Dead. I don't even check to make sure he's dead. He said he's got a pile of gold out front here to get a kick out of. Here, well, I think that sheep just ran into his house, and so it's only fitting that we leave a sheep that is sheared inside his house. Now, this is the house I'll fill with garbage if anyone, if anyone drops that super chat. He's got gold coins in the fountain there. I think it's really cool touch. There's actually a practical reason why I was showing you that. I needed this area to load in because when you come out of the world, sometimes it's has a hard time loading in like your new area around you. Let's drop that stuff in there. Drop that stuff in there. Right, the rest of the stuff well, I don't actually need this much oak. I don't think. Let's take a couple stacks of it here. Yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah. Look at that barn. I was gonna like add like the little thingy things like what I did on the side of the farmhouse here, up on the roof there, like that little extra bit, that little bit right there. I was gonna throw those on the sides of this, but honestly, I don't think I want to. I don't think it's gonna look good if I do that because of the sloped roof not being that great. You know, like it's like that shallow slope. I don't think it would look good doing that. It does look bland on this side, but this is the outside area. Throw a couple trees here, you won't even notice, you know? Alright, so the reason why I did this is because I need these. Just create like some rails up here. I could do that, I guess, and leave that one open there. Because that's where the fence is, or where the ladder is. So yeah, it looks like we got a place up here, a pretty good spot. Now, I wouldn't mind getting some proper lighting up top there. Which, I mean, this is a storage area. This isn't actually like supposed to be well lit, so instead of doing proper lighting, let's do improper lighting. Alright? So, what could be safer around a bunch of hay bales and a candle? I think a candle would probably be the best thing. Put a couple, like a candle or something up there. Do I have any candles? Ancient torches. I have a dark temple candles I've stolen. I'm not even gonna say I've acquired them. I've straight up stolen them from various things. Like this thing, the simple square painting. I took that from a Cyclops' house. It's like, this is for developers only. I'm like, yeah, I stole that too. Should throw a big medium wind temple door on there. I don't really have any candles in here, I don't think, though. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. Lighting. Make ourselves a bunch of them. Oops. Let's take that out of there. Alright, so I got to make this look like a barn up there, okay? I'm like a barn storage area. So, a little tricky because I can't make like barrels and crates. That would be great if I could. I really wish I could. I don't think I can. Can I make barrels in this game? You guys gotta let me know if I can. As I haven't found a way to do it yet, but I also haven't looked like too super closely. All right, so we're gonna save on a little bit of hay bales here because if it's gonna be buried, I'm just gonna put dirt in there. So. So piles of hay up here, you know, in the corners especially. Even if it blocks the walkway around it, I'm not really upset by that. I think that's fine. If we do this, actually, technically, if we do this, there. Now it doesn't block the way actually at all. So. Give me this. If I were to throw this up here somewhere. Now, can't I make, like, furniture, simple table, stool? I can't actually place anything on the stool, I don't think, but on the table I probably could. Let's craft one of these things. If I were to throw that up here and throw a candle on it for lighting. Because I don't really want to put the candle on the hay bales. That seems like a bad idea. Yeah, throw a bunch of hay up here, you know, storage like that. I could also... Actually, I can just make these on the fly. I want to use the oak wood, though. Oh, there's oak right here. Make a couple of these things to throw up here. Just make it look like some storage has been placed up here, you know. I need another I need another place to put a candle or something. Maybe even a lantern up here. Maybe put one candle and a lantern. I don't really care about making the lighting look nice and even. I'm fine with it not being even. Actually, hold on. Hold the phone. Hold up. Hold on. Wait 1 second. That. Deadwood planks. I have one of these chests. It's right here, actually. I could always move it out of here, because this is where I've been storing the bombs, but I have deep storage now. I could absolutely just use this here. So I killed the goblin, loot goblin, and he drops that chest when you kill him. The goblin chest. Hey, Purple, welcome. Yo, grimy boy. Let's see. I decided if my any of my characters are going to give me nightmares, it's going to be the character Luna. She's a hero, by the way, so the hero's going to give you nightmares? That's a crazy concept. Yeah, like that. There we go. I need a mug. I need a mug. I think I've stolen a couple of those things, but honestly, I don't think. Actually, hold on. Let me store the boom powder and the bombs and stuff like that first, so I don't, because they're kind of in my inventory all over the place. I've never used them. I don't even know if they're any good. But welcome, Purple. we're building. We're doing some building. Where am I going to store these things though? This is where the extra armor and all that other stuff is. This is where crops are. I guess this would be the open spot that I have. Well, yeah, we're making a barn today. Now, as far as getting the animals in there, I think I'll do that like after the stream, like sometime, because I do still have to do Planet Crafter tonight. These ropes are used in barns and stuff, right? Aren't they? Diagonal ropes primarily. Isn't there a way to make these diagonal? No. I've seen diagonal ropes, like you could have things tied down or whatever. But I don't know if I can make them. I think I have to steal those, actually. Vine rug. This is where I make the hay bales, by the way. I take rope to make the hay bales. That's why I'm trying not to use it. Rope isn't exactly hard to make either. It's plant fibers. See, I think it's because I kind of gave her my logic and opinions, and the fact she doesn't give any craps about stuff. Yeah, I actually haven't done anything with planters. I can on my other workbench, not this one, but... Feed bags would make sense to be in there. Like, throw a feed bag or two in there. That makes sense. Especially up top, like storing them up there, you know? I wonder, can I place capture crates? I don't know if I can. It'd be great if you could, because those look like crates. You know, hold on one second. I have... Actually, you know what? I have chickens. I have chickens here that I can just let one out, and then I can see if I can place it. And then just recapture the chicken afterwards. In fact, I can release them up top here, and you can't really go anywhere. Maybe you can jump out the big gaping hole in the side of the building, but... No, you can't place them. That's unfortunate. I would be building capture crates and stacking those things up like storage crates. Yeah, that is unfortunate. I mean, the barn is getting pretty close to done already. As far the building itself, for the most part, is done. It's just the decorating and the lighting now at this point. And again, the lighting. I need a lantern up here or something. I think let's go get a lantern. Where did I store those things, or did I use them all up? I don't think I used them all up. Are they in my inventory? No, I don't see them anywhere. I can always make more anyway. I'm probably going to need to. Oh, they're right here. There's a couple right there. I'm still going to make a couple extra. This obviously needs a light outside it as well. So, actually, I think I have the stuff to do that, like, right now, right on me and everything. So the path leading over here will probably branch off of this one right here. Basically my favorite because she's realistic and logical. Alright, so what if we actually had it facing away from the building, just kind of lighting up this area here? I guess having it on this side would make more sense than if we did that. Like that. Now inside here, lanterns in there to light up for the animals down below here, but then up top here, like I said, I don't really need it to be super well lit. And in fact, the candle works fine up here now that we have those other ones down there. This place doesn't need to be well lit up top here. So that's my Luna rant. How's your day, Grant? It's been weird. I did a live stream earlier where I was planting a bunch of trees, or building a bunch of trees in Zawa, but it wasn't a very long stream because I was super tired. So then I went and took a nap, set an alarm to start this stream at like 6 o'clock at my time at least, and overslept that completely. And so now here we are. Alright, I do have to create that crane thing that I wanted coming out the top here. How am I going to do that? I gotta experiment with something once real quick here. Where do these things line up? Not really line up at all on that. Okay, alright. Well, that's fine. Let's grab one of these things. Like I said, I can't really put the crane off the front of this thing in the center because there is no center. You can kind of make a center with slabs put on either side, though, vertical slabs put on either side. But that would have to be planks then. You couldn't, because I wanted to do it out of like a beam. I mean, I could also just bite the bullet and just not. You know? Not have it be center. Oh, hold on, I know. Oh, please. Please let this work. No! Wait, hold on. Wait, maybe I can get this to work. The limitations of building in the game, you know, running into it right now. Now, can I remove this? Ah, that's good. Did I get the things all right on the other side here? They're orientated the same way. Yep. Now, can I remove this? Yes, and not have the whole thing fall apart. Sweet. All right, and then some hay bales and stuff. Technically, we could remove that here and just do that. You wouldn't know the difference from down below. Yeah. See, what do you think? Does that look like a little crane carrying stuff up there? It's probably easier to see in the daytime, huh? We actually go get some sleep. I wanted to make sure that the lighting looked all right, though. So. Oh, I was gonna take a mug too, which I have one here, but I can probably make one. Throw that up top there. I know you can make them somewhere. Question is where? In this holiday stuff. Put some Christmas lights up. That would look banging. Mug right there. There's also this one, wooden mug. Honestly, I think the wooden mug will look better up there. Okay, let's go. Let's take a nap. Got back into art grimer. I kept drawing bipedal sheep. That's so crazy. Now the question is, are they bipedal like the opposite legs were there, so they're still like leaning forward, but they have like one front leg and one back leg, or are they just walking on both their back legs? All right, so where's the? I suppose don't suppose I still have the soil path on this thing. Actually, I kind of want to put gravel on this, going right down the center of this. Let's take this thingy and we're gonna slap it down right there. I guess like a chair here. Actually, yeah, I picked up the workbench. I guess a chair here would actually work pretty good too. Right there. Give this place a little bit of a feel to it. Yeah, I'm liking how this is looking up here now. Both front legs, oddly. That'd be strange. It's like it's doing a handstand, like that video of that pug taking a leak, but he's so manly that he lifts both his back legs and he walks on his hands while peeing all over the sidewalk. Just hand walking over. Daughter woke up from a nightmare and started having a bad coffee fit. Oh, that's not good. I'm off for the night. Take care. To take care of her since it appears she's now sick as well. That's not good. Have a good night, Grandma. All right, Black Rose. Have yourself a good night. Yeah, that's no bueno. That's bad. Bad news bears. Now, these things you can actually climb ropes. That's the other cool thing. I'm just using it as a decorative thing now. Oh yeah, but what do you guys think? Does this look like a? Does that look like a crane lifting things up into the loft? And is it super noticeable that it's not not centered? Not really, actually, given that you're coming at it from. It is when you get like underneath it like this, but when you're coming at it from the side, I think that's not really all that noticeable. So yeah, I'm using the hay bales to really kind of signify that this is a barn, Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's looking pretty good. Oh, I never added I've been carrying this around the entire time. Mossy cobblestone. I've been carrying it around this entire time. Never added it to the walls like I said I was going to. Whoops. That was actually one I did not want to break. I am going to need to probably go back and touch up a lot of the grass and stuff around here. Now, the moss doesn't have to be growing too far up the wall, to be honest. Like it's, oops, look at that. It's just on the bottom of it because it's touching the ground, Just adding a couple little bits of added detail to this place. I mean to do that one, but that one also doesn't really matter, so. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Alright, I gotta finish this pathway in front here. Do I have my grass blocks on me? I do not. What do you guys think? Is this starting to look like a barn, though? Been putting a lot of effort into this thing to make it come to life. I think adding things like the crane and stuff really make a... Yeah, it does, and not really, but a little. Yeah, I think the crane and stuff adds a nice little detail to everything. Really makes it kind of look a little bit more alive. Sides of this look really bland. I don't know what else I want to do to that though. So it's not supposed to have really windows up top. I do need to add like the bars and stuff down below here. I can either put fences in there or metal bars. If I have the metal bars, because I had to steal those. I mean, acquire them. I mean, steal them. Iron bars right here. So Neverson and I kind of explored a temple together. Again, something that I thought was going to be like a nothing burger turned into a massive adventure. This game has a tendency to do that. I really wish I would have captured that on camera, but yeah, I didn't. So, because I didn't know it was going to be a crazy adventure. There, so we got some bars here so that the animals can't get out easily. This looks a little weird right here. But I need to kind of leave it open for the animal. Let's get this path put in here. I guess, do I have the gravel on me? I do not. So for the inside floor, though, I mean, I was going to leave it like dirt or something like that. And if I don't have grass touching it, the grass shouldn't be able to grow in. Although there is grass underneath here, and that will probably cause it to spread inward, so I might have to replace that. But I was going to leave it just like dirt. And then the inside path here, I might do either a soiled path or gravel. I mean, I could put like some cobblestone bits in there too, or something, or even make it a cobble path on the inside. That would work out. But let's get the gravel first. gravel and mossy gravel, and then also let's make some more grass blocks here. I think that's what I'm using over there. It is now. In between the streams here, I'll be moving the animals in, and I'll also be farming like crazy. Oops. All right, then let's... I gotta actually move that back just a little bit because it blends in with the path I have here. So then let's take this front row out and then replace it all with grass, like so. I bet it could be fun to watch you corral animals on stream. Definitely wouldn't be aggravating. It's not like super terrible because they don't really run very fast, so you just kind of scare them into where you want them to be. The sheep were following me when I held cabbage in my hands, but I don't know what happened with that. There we go, got the path put in here. This thing can be replaced. So like, things like this though, like if they're underneath here, I kind of have to replace them with dirt or else the grass will spread in. Well, underneath the walls being though, the grass will spread in though. And to be honest, even if I replace them with dirt, I think the grass will still spread in there because it'll spread onto that. I don't know if having a block over it will prevent the grass from growing on it. Well, I mean, there's an easy way to solve that, you know. Let's just tear up this ground real quick. Dirt can probably stay there. So I'm doing this all in preparation for the grass being able to spread. But I got to carve out basically the foundation of this entire place, which is weird because thank God it's not like real physics. Otherwise, the entire building would collapse. I would cry. And I would just replace it with cobble. Cobble definitely won't grow grass on it. And I don't have to worry about the grass spreading inside here if I put dirt down inside here. Make sure that there are no grass patches. I was gonna say, did it kill off the grass over here? But that's actually not true because this is the part that I had to terraform. I had to dig down, or dig it out. That all the way across. And like I said, I don't know if this dirt is going to actually grow grass on it, even if it is underneath a block. I don't know if it's got the same rules as Minecraft, so we're just going to replace the entire foundation. Whoops. Now this one actually right here, since these parts are visible to the outside, they can actually have moss on them. Yeah, on guard. There. That way I don't have to worry about the grass spreading in here at all. Okay, so I'll put them underneath here too, even though that's not super necessary. Just make sure. Double check. Definitely won't be... Whoops. I placed... Get those off my hotbar. That way I can have dirt in here without it getting grass all over it. It is a barn after all. It doesn't have to have like really nice floors or anything like that. If it did, it would have like some kind of rugged hardwood floors. Maybe get like the ancient wood and put that in here so it looks like it's kind of all broken down. There. And that shouldn't grow grass on it then, so... Okay, I think I'll be good. And grass can grow over this, that's fine. This might look weird because of the gravel pile being here. I'll replace this with dirt, and then let the grass grow over it when the update comes. It's weird knowing that this update's coming and like it's gonna affect the dirt and grass. So like I've been doing a lot of work to swap out paths and fix things around the homestead here so it all works out. All right, there we go. I like the upstairs. I think the tavern ladder was a good choice. I like the crane, even with it being looking kind of derpy. You can definitely tell what it is, so. I see you, sheep. You're probably going to end up in here. So the sheep I'll probably have out back, roaming in the pasture. The cow I'll probably put inside the barn here, like right in here. That way I can always, get to it easily enough to milk the thing for cheese. Neverus, is that a 7 days POI? This is my barn. This is my barn, but I did get the idea of this up front here from a 7 days POI, yeah. Neverus, nobody has paid for me to fill your house with trash, so you're safe. You're safe for now. But yeah, that's the barn. That's where the animals are going to be stored. I'm going to work on moving them over later. Here's the new fields we added today is the cotton and the rice, and then the onions and the potatoes. And then this is room for expansion over here. Pasture's going to be over there for the animals. And then the blacksmith area and then the train depot is going to be over here. So this place is coming along. I don't really want to build everything on one stream. So yeah, maybe just for Peter's sake, maybe we'll get a spot for the cow put in place, and we'll get the cow in there, or at least try to. That's gonna be the most aggravating thing. Especially the most aggravating thing is when you go through. Oh, and I also need to build the fishing shack down there too. So there's that I need to build. So we're talking like at least like three more streams or so before this place is finished. And there's probably gonna be updates to the game, during that. So I'm the trash man. I eat garbage. But yeah, this is where the cow is supposed to go. Now, because this wall right here is in the corner, we actually have a little bit of liberty here with widening this out a little bit. And oh yeah, I have the workbench on me. Where is it? Right there. Let me try something. Just some crazy stuff. See, I don't like how the texture rotates too, but I mean, I guess that would make sense. I don't like this. I was just trying something. Don't like it. I think a better one would be to actually do a nice frame for this instead. Build that into the wall. Yeah. Alright, now we're going to need some more fences to keep the cow in place. But if it's anything like the other animals, they're going to just kind of jump right out of that. Whoops, I just made 22 of them. Look at me go. So we're going to have to double this up. But the cow can't get out. So the cow will have some space in here. It's not like he's cramped in there completely. I mean, I could actually put it right here and really smash him in there, which getting him in there would be a real pain. It would be doable, I think I might have to knock out the back wall to really help me out with that, you know? but by doing this instead... In fact, I wonder... No, I'm going to have to just double this up. There's no way around it. Now, as far as getting them in here, I'm going to have to keep this open, actually, for right now. And then I'm going to have to be able to get in here, too. I can just hop over this. So I'll do that. I wish I could only leave it at 1, but like I said, with the corners having these whole blocks, even though they're going all up, that the animals see these and they're like, sweet, I can jump the fence, and they just can. So hopefully they fix that one of these days. Alright, so we're going to have to scare the cow into here. But before I do that, I want to make sure that I have this place jazzed up for them for make it feel homely. I'm back. I went to give my tiny human a bath. And left my phone with the stream on my desk charging. Nice. So let's give this guy a little something to actually come back to here, where it's not just total trash around here, you know. You know, it's a bedding place for him to lay down at night. Alright, so that, I'll put that back. I'm not going to put anything up front here because he'll just hop the fence then. I'm not sure if there's anything else we need to throw in there. I do want to jazz up the ground a little bit more. Put some of that soiled pathway stuff in there. This stuff. Server will restart in 5 minutes. Well, it looks like I better hurry up. This stuff. My inventory's a disaster too. Absolute wreck. So this represents cow crap. Ta-da. Cow crap. Can you actually place poop? Is that a thing? Like, I know you can toss it on the ground and you watch it steam, but I wonder if you can place poop. That'd be an interesting thing. I don't know what else to really throw in there other than maybe a feed bag for the cow. Not like because like feed bags actually like serve a purpose, but I'm trying to use it for like a decorative thing. This thing, any fruit. I need any fruit whatsoever. I wouldn't mind making a couple of these too. So let's just grab some of these. There we go. Like I said, all eternal crops too at this place. The only thing I'm now working on is what we planted today. I gotta expand. Oh, a cart! I should make a cart. Totally should make a cart. I have just enough wheat too. Let's make one more of these things. Oh, I don't have any room in my inventory for it. Okay, it just throws it on the ground. That's fine. See if I can make a little wiggle room. I have 3 minutes to the restart storage area down here. I need a place for pebbles. Actually, hold on 1 second. Can I drop back down there? Yeah, I was here. I can put the roof sections in here. I don't need them anymore. That's about it. Oh, I have pebbles here too. I have another stack of them. Okay. I haven't had any real combat in this one. I haven't really gone anywhere. That doesn't mean I wouldn't have any combat, though. I fought one of those big void guys right in front of my farmhouse once that spawned there, so they can still get me here. Stash that there. Some of this stuff in here, too, just to free up some wiggle room. Oh, actually, I'm going to need these. Alright. Alright, I got the bags, got the feed bags. Alright, so we'll slap that right there for him. That way he still has this place to lay down, and then these ones here go up top for right now, and I can always bring them down later. We'll just kind of stash them in here. Hello, turn. It does not want. I guess this only goes one way. Okay, I guess then we'll put it up against that. I thought these kind of went whichever way you're facing, but apparently not. Actually, you know what? There, we'll have it being raised up on the crane. Perfect. Okay, now I gotta get the cow in here, but if the server's about to do its nightly restart thing, that I don't really want to do that while I'm waiting on that. The side of this looks really bland. I'd like to jazz this up a little bit, but especially since I only got a minute, that would be a bad time to try to move a cow. But I should have time to milk a cow. So milk this guy before we move him. I call him Guy because he's got horns on him, so don't ask what the white stuff is going inside the buckets then, but we just pulled on whatever was down there and are making cheese out of it. Now I'm going to do this one at a time because if it gives me the 10-second warning, I got to get out of here. Oh, I don't know if I'd be able to see it from here, so let's finish this one and call it. There we go. We'll wrap up right here. We'll finish making the cheese after the restart. Because I don't want to be like, yep, there's a 10-second. I don't want to see that and be like, oh god, I'm still making like 4 cheese. Alright, so quit the main menu. Give it a second to do its thing, then we'll get right back in there. Get right back in there then. Move the cow in, and then we'll probably wrap it up for today. We built the whole barn. I didn't finish the pasture, so that's something I'll probably be adding on too. So, looks good. I love your little area. Oh, Galaji, Glaji. I probably screwed that up. But hi, welcome. Sorry I missed you pop in there. I was trying to keep an eye on chat, but I'm a big old da-da-da sometimes, so. But yeah, we'll get this thing, we'll get this cow put in place, I think, and then we'll probably wrap things up. Give him the server just a second to come back online. It usually doesn't take very long, so. I don't know, it's got to remember this huge barn now. Oh, we'll be able to see it on the map now, too. Let's see if it connects. Let's see if it connects. Give it a second to load the area in. Gotta load the area in. If you guys haven't, be sure to hit that like button on the stream. It really helps me out a lot while we're waiting for things to load in. Okay. Waiting for those things to go from red to not red up in the top left. But let's see what it looks like on here. Yeah, look at that. Don't mind the giant Grimer block art. But yeah, look at that. We got our barn put in place. So yeah, over here we're talking blacksmith and train station thing, and across the way here we're talking fishing shack, and this whole place will be nice and complete then. And I should probably be visiting the villages, the Kiwi or Kiwi, whatever those little guys with the merchants villages, and trying to buy up as many berry bushes as possible. Because like, I put like a berry bush thing down here, which would be kind of cool. This embankment right here, I kind of want to do the same thing to it I guess I did over here to kind of elevate this off of the rest of the area, you know? So like how we have that little barrier wall kind of set up here. You know, I want to do that. Oh yeah, I got to finish making cheese too. There's also a cow over there. I could actually, no, maybe I'll scare that cow over here and then put him in place, and then maybe put another cow in the pasture, you know? I think they're going to despawn. Like, I've never been able to keep one secure, but they might have patched it. They might have fixed that in one of the updates. So, who knows? And cheese. Alright, so first thing, I have both of them open. That's not supposed to be possible, but you know, bugs be aplenty. First things first, let's go get some milk out of this thing, and then we'll scare it into position over here. I'm gonna jump at this thing like Batman. There it is. Creep in. Creep in. Surprise milking! Alright, now run that way. Now, I hope I don't cause him to trample my lily pads. That'd really make me sad. Because I gotta get him around the pond. Oh, he's kicking at me. He's kicking. I mean, sure, you can cut through here. That's fine. Now, getting him in there is going to be... Oh, right in the face. In the face. Oh, I'm going to leave him right there for just a second because I'm going to block up the other way so he doesn't get out that way. There. Yeah, I need you to, like, not... Yeah, go that way. Yeah, yeah. Ah, you missed, sucker. No. Yep. No. Yes! Yeah, there you go. Alright, now that we got him this far. Oh, for crying out loud. Alright, it's a step in the right direction. We got him in the barn at least, so that's a plus. Yes. Yeah, no. Yeah, yes! Look at that! Who said that was going to be difficult? That person was a fool. So there, we got a cow in the barn. I wish I didn't have to double up the fences, but when they fix that, you know, then I can bring them back down to just one, you know. But yeah, we got a cow. I could probably get the other one in there. Not gonna lie, I could get both the cows in there. Old Betsy. But I wouldn't mind having one just roaming out in the pasture too, so I did. So yeah, bam, we got ourselves a cow. Awesome, and I can get in there and milk them whenever I need to. Now, as far as decorating up the rest of this area in here, it's going to take some work, you know. Like I said, I wouldn't mind changing the floor to be either gravel or that soiled dirt. See, since I don't think he can see me through the fence, every once in a while I can jump up and scare the crap out of him. Yeah, put some kind of pathway in here, you know. Boo! But then, yeah, of course, it leading out to the pastures where I'll put a small path kind of disappearing out the back, you know, like it'll go out the back here and it'll fade away into nothing and it'll just be grass then. And I'll fence that all in. Nice and pretty, like. Alright, let's go make some cheese. And I think I'll probably wrap things up. I'll make the pasture off stream, I guess, because it's just going to be a fenced area out back. So I'll be here for the next one. And then it's just all about turning these all into eternal crops. Harvesting like crazy. I got 4 crops to do this with. Usually I only plant like 2 fields and I work on those. I got 4 in this case. Whew. All the rest of the crops. So now we've just got the hidden seeds to make fields for. And I think those are going to look like crap. Like, I don't think they're going to look good. So I might actually see if I can do some underground farming. Clear out a nice big wide open area, like an industrial place underground. And farm underground with those things so that they don't look bad. Because the blood roses, like these things, there's these bright red things. They just don't look good. They also illuminate, like they give off light, like the azure kelp and everything, like all these other things that I can grow. I don't know if I really want to have them out here because I think it's going to not really mesh well with my area that I have. So maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. So we got a path that's going to come down this way right here, creating a nice little grid formation right there for the last farms. But then Yeah, blacksmith somewhere on this side here. Maybe I'll put the train depot on this side right here, and then put the blacksmith over here, and then the fishing shack. Because, like I said, that path has got to cut over right across here. But yeah, I think that's probably going to be it. Let's make some cheese before we get out of here. Make a bunch of cheese. So yeah, I'm rocking a bunch of Caesar salad. I eat vegetable skewers when I'm just hanging out around the base because I don't really need the +3 regen. And I have a lot of vegetables, and I just take sticks and vegetables, so I go with that. Yeah, so I guess when I'm going on an adventure, I'll grab some Caesar salad and head out for that. All right, last cheese, the last cheese. Now I got to sort my inventory too, so. Got a lot of cheese. How much cheese do I have right here? 100, 200, 235. That's after I used 150, 69, 169. Nice. 169 cheese used just to make these things. Not to mention the occasional ones that are just sitting around like at my table here. Oh yeah, my ram. The whole point of this was actually to get a spot for the ram. I'll put him in the pasture. So, alright, let me dump my buckets back into here. Close that so I don't quick stack things into there. Can I drop as much stuff in there? I don't really have anything to drop in there. Well, let's put the lanterns up in there. And then I gotta sort my inventory here, so that's what I'm gonna spend the rest of the stream doing. It is getting late here. I do have to do Planet Crafter still, so I gotta fire that up right after this and keep the adventure going there. Drop whatever in there. The cobble. I think it's just regular cobble blocks. I'll put decorative ones in here. See, the rest of this stuff. Actually, the fence posts could probably go down here too. Or up top. Actually, I could probably put them up top. Put those in there. Yeah, stack a bunch of that in there. My thorium hoe can stay in here. It's back there. In case you haven't seen this thing, this is how I heal up without using anything. It's my healing totem. That creates an area of healing around it, which is nice. These things can stay here because I shear sheep wherever I go, or shear whatever I can. I chase animals. I also torment them with it. So, come here, come here. Yeah. Get the gravel put back and the pathway stuff and that stuff. And I have a little bit of basalt cobble left over. Holy cow. Who would have thought? Oh, this workbench. I wouldn't mind sticking this over in the barn someplace so that when I'm in the area I have one. Maybe I'll just put it outside for right now. And I'll move it later. Yeah, let's stick it right here. There you go. The barn. That creepy, ominous music really makes this look kind of creepy, not gonna lie. I really like how this turned out. I like the fact that we have a place for animals now. So these guys will get moved by the time next one. This is where the blacksmith is probably going to go right there, so. Alrighty, guys. I think it's time to wrap things up. So if you did enjoy the stream, be sure to hit the like button before you get out of here. I'm going to take a little snooze. So hit the like button before you get out of here. Have yourself a good rest of your evening and your waning little bits of the weekend that are left. And have yourself a good Monday. Prepare for Planet Crafter tomorrow. It's going to be great. So, alrighty, guys. I'm getting out of here. Thank you guys so much for... I can't see me. Ah, there we go. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight and building the barn with me. Really appreciate it. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun, actually. That place turned out great. So, alrighty, guys. Take it easy. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Just punch something. Punch something randomly.